What is up? Welcome to Sandlot Gaming's Dungeons and Dragons. This is session 15 of the Fendelver's Lost Mine module. We are currently progressing through Wave Echo Cave. This is our fourth session progressing through there. Where we left off last time, we found the magical brazier that apparently enhances our weapons or whatever. But ran into some trouble when Steve Dark Magic decided to blast the person who maintains that, or the spectator that maintains that, for not a very good reason, and there might be some friction among the party for when we pick it up. But anyway, we're going to pick it up today. We start, around 9. We usually go for about 2.5 hours, so stick around. The first few minutes are kind of recap and getting everybody up to speed on what's going on. It's been 2 weeks since we played this campaign, but we're going to pick it up anyway. So let's jump into the channel. See what everybody's talking about.
Is that pirate treasure? And I'm like, Lexi and I were both waiting for him to make a Goonies reference at some point, so we got real excited at that.
Apparently, the first thing that he says when he's talking to, when he says something about the pumpkins, and he's like, "I hate orange. Do you have these in any other color?"
Yeah.
He did a commercial company called Orange.
Oh, no way.
And it was in the EU, and they were apparently they dicked him over. So.
Oh, was that like a throwback, or is that just what people are guessing at?
No, it's not a throwback. It's a. It's a throwback. It's the.
No, it's straight up reference. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's an Easter egg. No, it's not a throwback. It's a.
All right, Andy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. We ready to rock and roll?
Is Meryl here yet?
Ready to go.
He's there?
I'm set anytime.
Let's kill Steve.
All right.
I don't think we need to do that.
just let it happen.
Yeah, just let Steve be Steve. It'll take it. The game will take care of itself.
Steve gonna Steve.
All right, so I'll do our recap. So, encouraged by Gundren Rockseeker to find his brothers Tharden and Nundro before it's too late, the party sets out for Wave Echo Cave, which they now know to be the only known passageway into the lost mine of Fendelver's Pact. Gundren narrowly escaped a nasty end and fears his brothers will not be so lucky. It's obvious now that the Black Spider has targeted the Rockseeker brothers in an effort to find Fendelver's Pact, and with it, the Forge of Spells, which he is thought to have once been capable of enchanting otherwise mundane weapons and armor. Some stuff happens, yada yada yada. The party reawakens after taking a rest after quite a few battles. Delve deeper into the mines, where they encounter a large cavern with a lot of smelting equipment, including an enormous furnace. And guarding that furnace is the green flaming skull of a flame skull and a small army of zombies who attack them. And after narrowly surviving an enormous fireball cast by the cackling flame skull, they eventually defeat it alongside all the zombies. And after a short rest, head east deeper into Wave Echo Cave. As they head east, they take another rest, bring back Hansi, and recover some hit points. Towards the end of the rest, they hear the flame skull cackling once again, or something that at least sounds like it was the flame skull. They also find two buildings and a large cavern with a sparkling crystalline ceiling, and entering the first building, the northernmost building, they find a spectator named Ziza, who's guarding the Forge of Spells, which they've now found. And they start conversing with the spectator, trick it a little bit with some nice acting from Zigmundo and Garad, and enchant, I believe it was Garad's shield.
Yeah, that is correct.
And even though the forge is centuries old and the magic has mostly waned away, it did have enough power left to still empower that shield with a +1 AC for the next several hours, probably for the remainder of at least the day. And around that time, Steve enters and decides that he wants to enchant all of his armor, so he strips down buck naked, attempts to enchant his armor. Doesn't go quite as well for him as it went for Gurad. There's a bit of an altercation with Ziza, the Spectator. Steve shoots first, and his friends leave him behind. Steve finds himself paralyzed by one of the I-beams of the Spectator. The friends come back, escort him out, still paralyzed, and Ziza slams the door behind them.
I got bounced out of a dungeon.
He got bounced pretty hard.
And so that
We've all been
is
there, man. It happens.
Have
where we
we?
will pick back
Well,
up.
I don't know.
So we were heading to what do you call the office, right?
The front office.
The front office to get some
We were
forms.
heading south out of that chamber.
That's right. And so you guys are all on the eastern side of this map.
So are they carrying me now?
So
Granny,
I guess
Granny is kind of
Dragging.
dragging you.
Dragging.
Probably.
Can't carry it.
Carrying is a very strong word.
Yeah.
I guess now's the point that we should do a quick poll about do we just leave him here?
Oh,
So he's only paralyzed for like a minute, right?
Yeah.
he'll catch back up. We could use him as bait for the green skull.
No, but I mean, even if we decide to leave him, it's not like we're going to get far. So,
Not the green flaming skull of a flame skull.
but honestly, some of us were outside, so like Recto has no idea what just
Yeah.
happened. All we see is Steve being drug out and the door slamming.
That's a good point.
That's fair, I guess that was
That's
So
a-
Recto would like to
uh,
get in there and kick whatever's ass did this to Steve, not knowing what happened.
Fair enough.
Troy,
Yep.
to confirm, the mark on my
Literally.
token is to say I'm still invisible, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay, how about this? Granny, she manages to drag Steve just outside the door. It slams behind her. She drops Steve and then, falls back to the door. And she's like, that could have gone better.
What the hell happened?
There was
Just-
Steve got a little impatient, as he does.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
So I guess you guys inform the party what happened and everything that's in there, and we go
Yeah,
on from there.
yeah, we'll explain.
So we
we'll
don't have
explain
to
what
role
happened.
play all that out. That'd be
I'll give you the blow by blow.
yeah.
Yeah, because for all our streamers, we don't want to make this not the third time explaining what happened.
Well, in the interest of saving time, so we can move on. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't care about any streamers.
That's not true. We at Sandlot Gaming fully appreciate all our streamers.
No, not all of
The
them.
people that watch our
They're
stream.
called viewers.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah, so the idea is we're heading to the front office to see if we can find something there.
File a
Do
complaint.
we not
against
want to
the
go
staff.
back in there and try to get our stuff enchanted?
I think we should explore a little bit, cool down, then we'll come back.
So roughly right around now, Steve regains his ability to move.
My desire to have things enchanted is somewhat dulled right now, guys.
Strange.
I've reconsidered my need to have things
It's
enchanted.
only been a few seconds, but your attitude has changed a lot.
It's changed drastically. Yeah,
Been a very sobering effect.
There's a bit.
Okay. Well, what's
Granny wants to ask Sigmundo. Sigmundo, can you tell what the nature of the enchantment upon Gerad's shield is?
Just a reminder that Zygmundo is currently invisible.
Sure. So she doesn't look at him when she says it. She just sort of says it into the air. I mean, she knew.
You could just ask me.
Well, you're not a wizard.
No, but didn't he was told what happened with it, right?
Sure.
All right. Do you want me to use identify? Is that it?
No, I just want to establish. Because we know out of character that it only lasts for 6 hours. I just want to know in character as well,
All right. Let me.
so that we can care a lot less about.
All right. So I can do
Yeah,
identify as a ritual, but it takes me 10 minutes.
Fair enough. You know what? Let's just go to the front office.
Yeah.
Did we ever look inside the room there? Did we notice anything else that might have been around inside? Was there stuff
We
lying
did,
around?
but you were not there, so
Okay.
Wait,
Which
wait.
room are you talking about?
The one that I was so recently removed from.
You guys looked around, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a bunch of old stuff. The only thing.
butt
that
ass naked.
I assume he's in some underoos.
Well, yeah, and we made a point of saying his armor came out with him, drug out, because he was like clutching it
Yeah.
when he went paralyzed. So like it's
Right. He's still
um,
carrying it.
it's more like a rigor mortis paralyzed than a gone limp paralyzed, I guess.
That's what we're going with.
Yeah, so
okay, yeah.
more petrified, I guess. All right, so going south would mean, or
Going to this doorway at the top of the stairs.
okay.
Yeah, the front office was down this way.
Is our plan to come back to this room and use this thing, or what? What's our long-term plan for this?
I think
breach?
so. I think it'd be pretty good for us to do that.
Potentially.
Okay.
I fear that, I don't want this to fall into the wrong hands. I'm less concerned with us using it than with preventing anyone else from using it.
Well, I feel like we've secured it pretty well. All that being unintentionally, but I feel like, if nothing else, it's a lot less accessible than it once was.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
job, Steve.
Any other thing that
Everyone is welcome.
anyone? I gotta find my voice. I still have to find my voice with Garad. Anything else that we're gonna want to do in that room? We're going to need to. We're gonna be better served to get some more information to talk to that Spectator. Spectator, is that what that's called? Spectator.
It is.
To the Spectator, we need to get some more information to better communicate with that Spectator first. So I think that right now going into that room isn't the best thing that we need to do. We need to go. We need to get some more information so we can take advantage of the situation more.
Next question.
Says the guy with the enchanted shield.
Yeah, right. I got everything I need now.
I got
Who
mine.
better to know how to speak to them than the guy with the enchanted stuff?
So, other note.
As I say, as I stroke my shield.
Back in that room we just came from, back where the green flaming skull is. Do we want to deal with that in any way? Recto and some other folks have maybe been talking. We talked briefly before said stream started, maybe that being over the last 2 weeks, metagaming here, about things we can do with that. When do we want to go back and deal with that thing?
I think it's a good guardian.
Okay.
I kind of want to leave it in place.
Okay.
I've already have its teeth, so
Because my thought is this. We know
What's with
there's
you and
bite
collecting
anyone.
everything's teeth?
it can't bite anyone. So
we know there's a lake to the north, and we know there's a canal leading towards that lake in that room, and we know there's some type of water wheel that turns things in that canal. So somehow that lake connects to this canal. There's something that's supposed to happen when all that works again, I think. So,
Having heard the cackling back there, I think if we ever return, there's something that creates fire, and there's a big furnace. Let's just throw it in the furnace.
yeah,
Lock the door.
I think that might be a good plan if we decide to do
If we
that.
get that wheel turning, right?
Yeah.
The water.
If we
It's
kill that
someone
thing,
could-
if we kill that
Okay,
green skull
next
again, instead of smashing it to bits, we just throw it in the furnace and lock the furnace, and then when it comes back to life, guess what? We've got a
It's powering the
We've got a
furnace.
fuel source for the furnace. Just a
Good
thought.
thinking. Good thinking. Let's check out the front office.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. Okay. All right, and let's see. Remind me of the marching order. Going to be
Me, Roland, Garad.
Sounds like the Stranger Things music.
Little synthesizer.
Think it went.
Steve. I think is next, right?
Steve, Granny, Zig, Recto, maybe.
Yeah, I was
The,
not.
Granny, I'm feeling a little under the weather. Is there anything you could do to sort of pep me up here? That the customer service in the room back there was awful.
I think the
Sorry,
customer service in that room was perfectly adequate.
She gives you a pat on the back and says, "Don't worry, Steve. You'll feel better soon."
Wow, that was a great touchdown.
Was that a magically imbued pat on the back, or just standard issue?
That was just a couple of heartening words.
How many hit points? What are you at, Steve?
Because that's literally what you do when you heal things, so it's hard to...
I know. It's not the
Let's see, where are my hit points? I am at 14 out of 32.
I'm actually out of healing. I've got 1 point of life.
I think you're okay.
For
Like,
stabilizing.
yeah,
I'm okay. It's not...
could be worse.
Yeah, and I don't think I have any healing potions left. Oh, or do I? No, I do have 1. So I'll drink that. And it was,
2d4 plus 2.
Okay, let me roll that.
Cool. That's good.
Take that off my inventory roll.
I feel like there's still a boss fight to go. Just got a
Thunder.
feeling.
Little
Great.
thunder, little lightning.
So I'll put 6 back.
Or 4. Oh, because you didn't do the +2, okay.
2d4 plus 2,
Yeah.
right.
There you go. It's not nothing.
That's not nothing. It's pretty close.
All right. So you guys make your way down the, or actually, I think in this case it's
Oh, man,
up.
this is taking us back
No, it's
towards
down.
the moss.
Yeah, so you make your way down a set of steps carved into the stone. You're still underneath of the sparkling ceiling of this kind of crystalline cavern, and you find another building. Looks a little bit older. The building where Aziza was in was almost entirely freestanding, whereas this building kind of almost naturally comes out of the side of the cavern walls here, and you see that the kind of scattered remains of the combatants in an ancient battle continue here. So again, just all over the place, and again more of this kind of charred, blacked marks, on some of the walls, on some of the floor, and you see that the doors to the building to your southeast also have received some pretty heavy black markings against them.
Can I take a look at those markings to get any ideas? Like, is this magical fire?
No.
Is this really hot?
Sure.
He's gonna try to druid again. Oh no.
Yeah,
So go ahead and roll perception.
no good ever comes of that.
Boom.
Yeah, fantastic. So you look and it looks like you can't really tell whether it was what made it was magical or not, but the charring itself is looks like what you would expect from normal fire. So it looks like some sort of very hot fire hit this door. It actually melted the hinges a little bit. The heat was so intense.
Would that make the door easier or more difficult to navigate?
I don't think Roland has tried that yet.
Which way does it open?
If we're going
If we
to
can see
open
the
it,
hinges.
maybe Hansy should open it and check it out before we barge in there.
I was just going to knock on the door, to be
I
honest.
think we should maybe consider 1 or 2 or 3 or something like that, just sort of backing up around some corners, maybe back in there or back in here.
Spread out.
In
Yeah.
case, just even if we get like 3 people over here, Hansy opens the door, maybe
Sure.
1 or 2 casters over here or something.
Yeah, so Steve would like to move maybe 10 foot back out of the door so he has got a good...
Okay, so go ahead and move yourself where you want to go.
I'm trying, but I keep getting... There we go.
Okay. And Hansy's gonna come up near close to the door. Is there anybody else who's moving?
I'd like to
Yeah.
move right to this corner to be able to see over it.
Right there?
I guess Granny will-
Yeah, around the corner a little bit.
I would like to move over to here. Wherever that's being. There we go. May I move?
That's fine.
All right.
Oh, you're
I
gonna
have my
use it
back
as a
to the
human
door.
shield, huh? I see how it is.
I have my back to the door with my with Talon and the shield ready.
For interests of the story here, do we want to send Garrod in since he's the one who wants to apply for a job?
May as
I
well
was going to
be
knock on the door.
consistent.
Like
Why don't we-
I was just going to knock on the door, to be honest. I wasn't even going to kick it in per se. I was going to knock on the door.
Do it.
Sure.
Like a Wookiee in custody, we can try the Wookiee method right through the door.
We could pretend you're a prisoner.
You're gonna look
Yeah,
like
but
a
we don't know,
terrible.
but
You're gonna
there's
look
no
like a
reason for me
terrible
to be-
job applicant.
There's no reason for me to be a prisoner for this, though, because we don't know
It
what.
worked well for us, though.
All right, I'm going to reach. So from here, I'm just going to like reach over and I'm going to knock on the door.
All right. Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, that's just like knock, knock.
Vision is good.
You wait about 20 seconds, and you don't hear anything.
Okay, well, open the doorway.
Hansy attempts to open the door.
Hansi struggles kind of against the door, and it's frozen. He can't move it.
Looks like you might have to kick it in, Garage. Ironically, the one time you don't want to do it.
What is the door made out of?
Door.
It's a
Concrete, wood.
No, it's a very thick wood.
Okay. I'm gonna so
Pine.
you know how you can feel like there's a door, like you can feel it like. Oh, all right, I'll try to open the door.
Cedar.
Just like open it just like the normal way.
I'm gonna try to open the door, but you know how you can like feel if you can feel if you can move something, or if like
If
kicking
it's
it's gonna
gonna
help,
give.
or if like
Yeah.
it's immovable. Like I can press against a boulder and know that I'm not gonna do this no matter how hard I push. You know.
So Grod kind of grabs hold of the handles and tries to push it, and it has a little bit of give. You can feel it like flex maybe like a millimeter, but it doesn't go far
Those
at all.
those hinges
You
look
try
like they're in
pulling
pretty
it.
rough shape. We could just batter those hinges off.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna kick. So yeah.
Hold on,
Okay,
guys,
I'll go
all
ahead.
right.
And,
No worries.
so my thought is I'm just gonna kick down the door at the hinges.
I mean, you need a job, man. No, yeah, do what you got to do.
Let's see what we gotta do.
You need to get
That's the
gainfully
go-getting
employed.
attitude that's going to get you employed.
That's right. You got to show, yeah, you're a go-getter.
Sorry. So
I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna try to break down the door at the hinges.
okay. All right. Go ahead and roll athletics.
Oh,
displaying
I
that you
have
have
that in
initiative.
spades.
Nice.
Wow.
So Garud kind of steps back, and we're gonna move Hansi out of the way here. and
Clear out,
Garud kind
Hansi.
of steps back, runs forward, and kind of just throws his foot up and boom, kicks it right near the hinges of one of the sides of the door. The hinges snap, and the door itself just falls completely over. Thud! And dust flies up everywhere. So
That's
let me,
awesome.
Good.
That's a good kick. That's a good kick in there, Garud.
Yeah, well done.
Oh boy.
Okay. Do I need to make a perception check to see if there's anything in here that I can perceive as dangerous right away?
So you immediately don't see anything, but
Okay.
you can make a perception check if you want to look more closely.
I will.
Okay.
Eventually. Because perception is what I do so well.
That's a good one. So you look around and you see that the insides of this room are also blackened by fire. So not just the outsides. A lot of debris. The ceiling of the building is actually caved in a bit. And from what you can tell, there are remains of some beds and some tables and some desks as well. It looks like at one point long ago people worked in here and also lived in here. You see an iron chest near the foot of this bed right here to the south.
Okay.
And you can tell from where you are standing that it's been heavily scorched. It's you can barely tell that it's metal at all. It's mostly blackened at this point.
Okay. I'll go ahead and step into the room since I'm not perceiving any threats. Oh, and there's a brazier in the bottom left corner, in the southwest corner.
A brazier. There sure is. So as you step in,
Oh lord.
give me a moment.
Garud doing his Garud thing, summoning the dead.
Well, if anybody's going to step in, I guess Hansy could have gone in.
Oh boy,
Oh,
that thing's got a crown on it. That can't be good.
I have a crown. Oh, I don't have a crown.
No, you don't.
So one of the char marks in the middle of the floor, you see the char itself kind of like pull itself together and come up out of the floor, rising up, and it makes this kind of sucking sounds, and forms into like this floating humanoid figure who kind of, you can't even see it moving its mouth, but you can hear this kind of whisper in your mind. Your presence is offensive to me. Your life is forfeit. My treasures are mine alone, not yours to plunder. He sounds pretty pissed.
I've had that at job interviews too.
Okay.
Okay. I say,
Can
greetings, Your Highness. Is he wearing a crown? Does he wear a crown?
He's not actually wearing a crown.
Okay. Greetings, Lost Spirit.
It kind of pauses for a moment to consider you. It looks like it expected to immediately engage with you in battle, and it kind of looks at you, kind of moves its head to the left, moves its head to the right. It says, I've already told you. None of this is for you. Leave now.
Okay.
So, real quick, I'd like to message and point my finger over at Garad, and I would like to be, yo, what shall you be seeing in there? Which, by the way, I will just click on this, and he can reply to me by whispering.
Okay, so your message, you're sending him that message. Is that what's happening here?
Yes. And
And you're saying that to Garage.
valiantly offensive as possible, I would like to ask him what he is seeing.
Alright, so Garad, let's say this happened. So I'm gonna say Zygmundo sent you that message during the time period where the Wraith was kind of considering how to respond to you. And so Zygmundo sends you that message. Then the Wraith says something. Now what do you do?
Say, Ray, it sees me. It slimed me, Ray.
Nice.
Okay.
I get it.
Steve telepathically communicates to you. Get her!
I explained. I tell Zig that I'm looking at a black ghost. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Just that there's a black ghost.
It's safe.
All
Just
right.
describing what I be seeing.
So as you're kind of telepathically speaking to Zygmundo, you see the Wraith like kind of deform and kind of go back down into the floor, and you see the char kind of move along the floor a little bit closer to you, and then you see arms start to reach back up out of the floor, kind of creeping your direction.
Okay, I'm going to start backing away from the. Yes. Yeah, I'll start backing away. I'll start backing away from the door. I'll back into the outside the room.
Okay. So right there. Or are you
Yes,
going
right.
further?
Right about you. What I'm going to do is just back out just outside the room and see what happens to the hands.
Hey man, what's in there?
Okay,
I
and
just
so
don't-
you
I
see the char mark kind of continue to creep forward, and then as you leave the room, the hands kind of recede back into the char mark, and now it looks just like an ancient char mark on the floor, as if it was always there.
Okay, I'm going to take a step back into the room,
Oh god.
Okay.
and I assume that the hands come back up.
Oh yeah, they come up fast and furious this time,
Okay.
and so it immediately comes back, and
I
and
step out. I
we're-
step in. I step out. I step in.
We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative now.
I tried, guys. I couldn't come up with. I tried to do this without having to.
You're doing science.
Could have asked his name, or figured out who he
Try.
was, or
Well, I figured when I said "Greetings, Lost Spirit" and it said "Get the fuck out."
Yeah, if anything, you're the one that's lost. That thing was always there.
That's a fair point.
Oh, not my best roll. God.
Hey.
Oh,
Yikes.
Garad's going to be in the way for a whole series of turns.
I'm working on it. Uh-oh.
Wow. We're GG, guys.
I use all my
And,
good rolls trying to kick down the door.
It doesn't
And, you
look
know,
like the home office. The front
I'm going to
office.
make one change moving forward. Hey, Chris, what we're going to do is Hansy's turn is going to happen at the same time as Steve's turn. Hansy always goes right before Steve,
Okay,
so we won't track him in initiative.
that's fine. So
so
guys, this may be Mormesk, and so maybe it's good to fight this thing. I mean, we could really use an extra level before we find out Black Spider and everything that else is in here.
Well, I think we're going to have to fight it, really.
What is our goal down here? What are we trying to do?
See,
Like, aren't we
Hey,
trying to
Question.
find the Dwarven brothers and find the
Sure.
Black Spider? Like, everything else we're just disturbing or causing problems. Like, what are we actually doing, guys?
Yeah, we're gonna messing shit up.
we're here to disturb and cause problems for realms of new
We're playing a
things.
game. I mean, that you're.
We're playing a
is always
role-playing
looking for
game where we're trying
Elder
to
No,
really
it's,
figure out,
it's a valid question.
like,
It's a
what we're
valid-
actually doing. Like, this thing was just chilling in the room. Like, why do we need to go in there? Like, I don't understand.
Well, I went in there and it's trying to attack me, so therefore.
So leave.
We should focus on our. We want to focus on our goals.
Well, part of Steve's goals is finding new eldritch knowledge and things to advance him
Right.
in power. So it's perfectly
It's okay.
congruent to go in there and bust up undead things.
All right, so
Fair
just a
enough.
reminder that even though you as players are now in an initiative-based battle system, somebody like, for instance, Roland, who's first up, probably doesn't know that there's any kind of conflict happening.
Yeah, I was actually just going to say that, as I was going to...
So this represents the next 6 seconds, what's happening
How am I
for the
sick?
6 seconds following Garad stepping back into the room the second time.
All right, so I'm just going to look out towards the group and say, do you see anything?
I can see it. Looks like there's a fight about to jump off down here.
Okay, but I don't know what I'm running into, so player-wise, I'm probably going to move out to about here to see if I can't kind of cautiously take a look, and I will ready myself for a melee attack if something comes out. I don't know what this is, but I'm just kind of trying to peek around, and that's going to be it for my turn.
Legit.
Okay.
Can I not see it? Can Recto not see it?
You could maybe see a little bit of something, some movement, but you're pretty well blocked.
Well, and you probably heard what I just told Roland.
Yeah, that there's a fight, but not giving any details about what the hell we're fighting or what's going on.
It's only
or
6
anything.
seconds.
Yeah. I mean, all right. Or there's a fight. There's a fight about to happen. So.
But go in and punch it, see if that works.
Yep. Here we
The
go.
fight about happens. Meryl's gonna run and hide.
I don't know why you always say that. I always kill so many more things than you. Let's.
Let's see if Race are vulnerable to roundhouse kicks.
So can I? Is there a way I can get by this thing without an opportunity attack?
You can try to go well. So you could move up to it, take a disengage, and then continue past it. That's one way you could do it.
I could.
Why are you trying to run past it?
So I'm out of the way of ranged attacks.
Move up one to the north of Garad, then.
So I'm gonna move to like. Here.
And let's remember that the southern half of the door, because it's like a two-door thing. The southern half is still solid and in place.
Got
The
it.
northern half is down.
So can I move to there? To that? Do you see my ruler?
Can you try that again? I missed it.
Just to the southeast of the monster of the wraith.
I want to like.
You could go there. Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm gonna go there,
Okay.
and as I run in, I see what it is. curse loudly and scream, "It's a big giant ghost thing!" And then
Thanks, Rector.
hang on, let me check something. Sorry. Yeah, and I'll just try to punt. I'll just try to hit it with the stone fist.
All right.
Just out of like a reaction because
it's just normal.
just
fist,
normal
right?
stone fist. Just because it's like a quick reaction, like what the hell is that kind of thing, and try to like whack at it basically.
I hear it's a big
Alright.
ghost thing.
If in doubt, punch.
All right, so your fist kind of flies into the kind of smoke, and it does make some kind of impact. So it doesn't go straight through it, but it's a little bit soft, and it feels like it did something, but it didn't do as much as you would think.
Yeah,
It's got resistances.
yeah, it does. Well, it's freaking like it's a mist. We're trying to punch a mist. It's not.
You just have to punch it really hard.
Well,
Yeah,
You're trying to punch it. I don't do a lot of punching.
So, as my bonus action, I'm going to take the. I'm going to use this.
Yep.
Spend 1 key point, which brings me from 4 down to 3.
Yep.
And I moved
Nice.
35, so I have an extra 10 feet I can move. Realizing that I can't punch this thing, I'm gonna back up further away, like back to, like this is 10 feet here.
Okay.
Just
All
try
right,
to
Granny.
get out of the way.
Okay. Granny's going to come running in to help. She heard that there was a fight. There should be 30 to here, and then another 30 to here. So she takes the dash action. Oops. Alright. There we go. I got it. And that's her turn.
Okay.
And she says, "Hey, you scary thing. What's up?"
Sigmundo.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to. Am I letting you move me, or?
You can move yourself.
All right, thank you. I moved right here.
Just don't get stuck on walls like I did.
That's good.
It is very cool that Baltimore does that.
I am going to use. Oh, I'm still invisible, so that's good. And
Will you still be even after you attack?
My guess is no.
no, hold on. Let me. I will take invisibility, and I will. Here, where are we? Here. There's invisibility.
Thanks.
And just want to double check here. I don't have identify or detect magic slotted up, so I can't use those.
Well, actually, you're no longer invisible. Sorry. You lost it when you sent the message to Garad.
Oh, is that? No.
Message is concentration.
Well, so
It's a spell.
invisible ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
I guess that
Oh, shit.
qualifies, right? So it's okay.
Good catch.
I'm gonna assume this creature is coming back as undead. Can I tell that from right here?
Oh, it is a ghost.
So let's see. You could roll something. Let's try to roll Arcana.
Nah.
It's a ghost.
We're all terrible at it.
You haven't encountered something like this. You're not sure exactly what it is.
Fair enough. Cool. Just double check one more thing here, and then I'm gonna make my move, which is I'm gonna use magic missile on it from way back over here.
Yes.
Okay.
But I've already declared I'm using it. What's your hesitation?
My only hesitation is just so it would be in cover normally because of Garad being right there.
Sure.
Cover doesn't. So
That's magic missile.
kind of magic missile just
Yeah.
hits anyway. So I guess it's gonna just kind of like arc
Like,
around
Yeah,
Garad.
they curve around
It's gonna magically arc around.
Yeah.
through the legs and shit.
Yeah. That's
Alright.
actually pretty cool.
Alright.
That is cool.
That's why I'm hiding back here using magic missile.
So I'm gonna like dance as the shots are
All right.
going past me.
What level is that? That's at a level
Whoa,
1.
whoa.
Alright, so I'm casting 2 more of these, just so you know. Hang
Yep.
on. And there we are.
Nice rolls.
Just a minute.
Force damage.
All right, so these 3 kind of missiles kind of come out of your hand and kind of each go in their own direction, kind of swimming through the air, and 2 of them kind of go right past either side of Garad's head at the same time, and one goes right between his legs. And they
Nice.
go, and you see them like go into the smoke and kind of do a little mini explosion, and you see a hole form in the smoke wherever that happened. Poosh, 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 and the holes kind of slowly reform, but the creature definitely felt that.
All right.
Magically.
Steve,
All right.
I'm assuming you're done, Zygmundo?
Yes, thus endeth my turn.
I am going to move in front of Zygmundo. Just
Okay, and
one piece on the
Hansy
floor.
goes first, by the way.
Okay, if Hansy goes first, he takes one of my 2 flasks of oil and moves over to where the wraith is and dumps the oil all up in the smoky area.
All right, so yeah, Hansy takes one of the as you're moving past Zygmundo, Hansy kind of hops over and flutters over to you, grabs one of the things of oil, flies past Garad, and kind of cracks the vial and dumps the oil towards the smoke. The oil seems to maybe leave some sort of impression upon the smoke, but most of it seems to drip down onto the floor below it.
Okay, and Steve telepathically communicates to the group all around him, "Set it on fire!" and then I will. I've still got my hex active. I'll apply it to the wraith and shoot it with the Eldritch Bolt.
Okay. And what kind of? And that's force damage. Okay.
And if that doesn't hit, I'm gonna roll a luck die to try again.
It does hit.
Okay,
Okay, and so that's a
You're out of
total
luck
of
die.
15.
15.
You're out of luck die healers.
Oh, I'm out. Oh,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, we didn't do a long rest.
we didn't do a long rest yet. Okay, crud. Okay, well, 15's not bad,
Yeah, he still hit. I mean, you didn't need it. Yep.
and pushes it back 10 foot.
Okay, so there.
Out of the oil.
Thus endeth my turn.
Yes, out of the oil.
Okay.
Some of it's still on him.
So you as the Eldritch Bolt blasts into the creature, it screams "Rah!" and gets pushed back. You can see the smoke kind of trailing as it flies back. It kind
Pew
of
fucking pew.
it looks around at all of you and looks at you and says, "You can't have it. It's mine." And you see it drop back into the floor, into that scorch mark, and then you see the scorch mark itself recede, kind of back into itself, and there's no more scorch mark.
Well, this sounds fantastic.
Let's try to take it.
And that's it?
I really want to know what it is.
No. And
No.
then
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh no!
Oh!
Right where it hurts.
all of a sudden, the I don't think any of you can actually see this right now, but the scorch mark grows out of the floor again and
We
it
hear
shoots
Zygmundo
back out of the
scream.
floor. And it's going to attack Zygmundo.
Oh.
Mamma mia!
Hey, wait a minute.
It's a spooky ghost.
Get some lines from Luigi's Mansion.
All right, Zygmundo, can you roll a Constitution saving throw?
Don't like the sound of that.
And I hexed it against, we'll say, dexterity.
Okay.
What just happened there? Where's my saving throws? Constitution. Oh.
Goosh.
Okay. So you're going to take 16 damage,
Go!
and your hit point maximum is reduced by 16 as well.
Whoa!
Damage. No. Oh.
My knee.
Boy, that's rough.
I hate it fighting smart enemies.
All right. And then, so as Zygmundo kind of turns to see what the hell just hit him, he sees the smoke kind of circling around his body, and you can see kind of energy just being pulled out of himself. And he can hear that sucking noise. And all of a sudden, the black smoke goes back into the floor and disappears.
You got Will Byard.
Okay.
You're
Where'd
right.
it go? Where'd it go?
Whoa, your hit point maximum is 8?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
That's not ideal,
He's
guys.
only a mage.
I know.
Yeah, but that doesn't leave any room for error.
I'm just saying,
At
like,
all.
his health at half on his health bar doesn't look so bad, but then you realize he only has 8 hit points. Oh,
He's half health. He's fine. He's
Yep.
that's why he stays back there.
It's all about how it looks, right, guys? Not about what it actually is.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So look out for the scorch.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Anybody
Right,
got
so
a torch?
I'm gonna like look around to see.
If anyone has a torch, light it up.
I mean,
Well, it would have to be
I'd
Garrod
like
at this point.
I'd like to sort of inspect Zygmundo and see what happened to him to cause him not being able to get healthier, I guess. would be the word.
So it's not your turn yet. It's still Garod's turn.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry. We're still. I know we're still
We're
in.
still in combat.
We're still okay. Sorry.
So I'm gonna walk over to Zygmundo, and I'm gonna take a defensive stance around Zygmundo, and I'm gonna have him take a ready action to be able to attack anything that comes within melee range.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Are you fighting with Talon, Nick?
I have talent on my shield.
All right.
Newly enchanted.
Roland.
All right. I will do as I had mentioned. I'm gonna step over here. I'm gonna try to inspect him to see if I can tell what that was all about. How's that?
Okay, so I'm going to give you kind of two options here. You can either go with an Arcana check or a Medicine check, depending on in what way you want to investigate
Essentially,
this.
What I want to know is kind of the condition he might be under.
So then,
Condition fucked.
let's go ahead and do a Medicine check on that.
Medicine check, okay. my medicine.
So when you look at Zygmundo, you can see that his cheeks are sunken in, and his skin is paler than what you saw before. It's like some of his life essence has been drained from him.
Eat a sandwich, dude.
Uh,
have a Snickers, unite yourself.
so with lesser restoration, can I paste this into you?
Yeah.
I basically want to know if this is going to. I don't even know how the hell to paste it in. Here we go.
Doesn't cure
If this
syndromes.
Sure.
Oh, nice. Oh.
So, I mean, probably not, right? Because if you read he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know if it was taken as
So
like.
from your medicine check, you don't believe he's feeling the effects of a disease per se.
Gotcha.
You think this might be more magical in nature, and it is not blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Okay. Well, I hope he doesn't have high expectations
fucked
of
is a
getting those
different
health
status
points.
ailment.
But he's gonna have high expectations of getting those health points back. Then I guess.
Even if you heal him, it doesn't do anything. It only gets him to 8.
Yeah. I'm gonna move into the room and see if we can't spot where that chest is. I can't move all the way in, but I'm going to move in. I already moved 5. Move right about there.
Okay, I'll move you.
All right.
All right, and the chest is down here.
Okay. Then I will end my turn right here then.
All right, Recto.
Is lighting... What's the deal with that brazier down there? Is it lit?
It is not currently lit.
Would that be an action?
Don't you have night vision?
To light it?
Yeah.
It depends on how you're planning to do it.
I have a torch. I would use
But
my
your torch is not currently lit, right? So if you wanted to pull your torch out, light it, use the torch to light the brazier, that's probably an action.
Okay.
I assume someone's carrying.
So I'm going to activate my Stone Fist, which
Okay.
also creates light around me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You see any scorch marks?
And I'm going to see if that allows me to see anything around me, I guess, when I do that.
Well, the room's brighter, so you can see some more detail. You can, but it still looks like a pretty burnt up, destroyed room.
No sign of the Wraith.
No sign of the wraith.
And the chest is where?
To the south, it's just a little bit east of you right now.
All right. I'm going to unarmed strike the chest.
You're not even gonna try to open it first?
Well, would opening it be an action? Can I try to open it? I mean, would that be... I still have a bonus action where I can kick and punch things. So would jiggling a handle on a chest be equivalent to kicking or punching something?
If you just want to jiggle the handle and check if it's open, I'll give you that for free. But yeah, opening it up is probably like...
Let me guess what the answer to that question is.
All right. Yeah, I kick it. I kick it and say, "Where the hell are you, ghost? Come out!"
All right, so you kick the lid, and the lid actually just flies off. The hinges behind it just snap, and inside you see just mounds of silver and gold.
Nice.
Quite a bit of treasure, actually. You see also sitting on top of it, you see some gemstones, and at the very top you see a really ornate wooden pipe with some kind of metal filaments embedded, inlaid in the pipe.
That's at the top of the pile of stuff in the chest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so as it flies off and you're looking at it, you hear a screech coming from your west.
Good. Bring it.
From somewhere behind that rock.
Okay. And I can't grab that pipe or anything. I've used all my 6 seconds, I'm sure, at this point. So I'm done.
Okay. Granny?
Okay. I figured Granny kind of like was following Rector. So her action is going to be, she's going to grab that thing. She's going to follow him down there, grab the pipe thing off the top, assuming that's what the Wraith wants. And then she's going to get there.
As soon as you grab the pipe, you hear again the shriek, even louder this time, coming from this direction.
Cool. She'll take one more step and just hold it up and be like, I've got your thing.
Crack pipe.
Want it back, you're gonna have to talk to me.
we may be past the diplomacy stage.
Come out,
All right.
wherever you are.
Zygmundo.
Mostly killed Zygmundo.
I am not happy, guys.
Zygmundo is suffering from depression.
You don't look happy, to be honest, from that description we got.
I told you guys before, like, you're past the goblins stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way past.
We're trying to egg them on to bring them in here, dude.
Gonna write Roll20 a strongly worded letter about their dispersion of dice roll.
Ideally, it'll focus on
The
me
dice
now.
didn't roll how I wanted them to.
Anyway, I'm gonna back way the fuck up. That's really the only thing I want to do right now.
Not a bad plan.
You're a bit chastened.
I mean, what else can you do at this point? Can't
Gonna
save
go. Gonna make my way a full 30 feet. There we are.
Alright, is that less than just your
That's
turn?
my turn. See ya.
For what it's worth, I don't think that getting away from us is the way to go.
Separate from the herd. It always works.
Yeah, how many times in a Friday the 13th movie has running away by yourself been the right answer?
Or, in sub-Saharan Africa or something, like where you're, grazing the plains in a fucking cheetah. They don't go for the pack.
I'm like, a weak one to call.
Alright, Steve. Well, Hansy first, then Steve.
I would have done the same thing, Steve.
Oh, I'm gonna say Hansy is no longer invisible.
Okay, he can re-invisible himself whenever he wants to, but it's fine that he's for the minute.
I'll probably call that an action, though, to re-invisible himself.
Yeah, sure. But for the Hansy will follow Steve where he's going and help him.
Okay.
Okay, and Steve is going to, having heard the shrieks, run up there.
Whoa.
Okay.
And do the
No fear.
Eldritch Hexbolt again
Alright.
With advantage, right?
with advantage because I'm being helped.
Mhm. Yep.
Boom!
Whoa.
And now we're talking.
Wow!
Another
Wow,
16
wow, wow.
damage.
Good news, guys. I'm taking care of this wraith problem.
Well, you don't get the +3 or the +6, though, right?
He does, because...
I do, I got
he had
advantage.
Oh, it's with
so he got-
advantage.
So he got his
So
crit.
it's, let's see, 17 plus 8 damage.
So 25 damage.
25 damage.
Solid.
Alright, so your Eldritch Blast flies into it, and boosh! You see the smoke from the creature just explode out in all directions. Very little of the smoke kind of starts to pull itself back together, but it's now almost just like a single filament of that smoke.
Okay.
Nice.
I mostly got it, guys.
Yep. And wouldn't you have had advantage anyway because you have your Hex? Isn't that what that does for you?
No, the Hex adds damage and gives
Oh,
them
okay.
disadvantage on a roll of my choice, which
Got it.
I said
Was
Dex.
Dex.
The Hex
Yeah.
adds that second damage box on the bottom to it.
It does. Which in this case was pretty sweet.
Alright. So Steve, you see that thin filament of smoke recede back down into the floor and poof away.
Now you better run.
And
Wonder where it's going.
it's coming right back towards Christy. You see, actually, Christy, in this case, you can see the instead of coming up from the floor, you see a scorch mark appear on the wall and kind of grow, and then the creature kind of extends itself half out of the wall. And you can see it's very thin now. There's very little left of it, and it looks at you and it sees the pipe and it says, "That's mine."
Come and get it.
Yeah, possession is 9/10 of the law. So.
All right, that's it. All right, so the wraith kind of extends further out of the wall. It becomes fully detached from the wall and floats towards Christy, and it is going to attack you.
Here we go.
Go ahead and roll your Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Ooh.
Could have been better.
You were hit for 21 damage, and it reduces your maximum health by 21 as well.
No problem. I'm fine.
So
Fun twist. Granny actually starts to look younger now.
Well, technically, we're back at max HP, so.
So it takes it kind of wraps its smoke around you, kind of sucks. You see some of the smoke actually reform, and it appears like it's filling out and getting stronger. Now there's actually more smoke.
It sucks the
Oh,
life
son
out of
of a-
people.
Damn it.
And go ahead and roll a athletics check.
That is very efficient. Nice.
Unexpected, but awesome.
So
You got it right.
it grabs at the pipe and tries to yank it from you. You can feel the smoke kind of tugging at it, but it's not able to pull it away, and it hisses at you in frustration and comes back down into the floor.
You'll have to do better than that, you bastard.
Damn it, this thing's never fucking around on my turn.
I know.
And retreats. All right, Garad.
Oh, God, it's gone again?
Right,
They
man?
want to fight me.
Let's start a game of cards or something.
So, and just to be clear, it has never ended its turn inside of an object.
Just the floor?
It has never ended its turn inside of a floor.
Right, remember it had to hide behind the pillar before?
Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's inside of something.
It's under the bed.
Outside the cave.
It's not cheating.
No, it's. I've been able to see where it is at all times.
I'm very glad.
It has been above the floor, outside of objects.
Look,
entire
for
time.
all the teacher moments that we've had to suffer here at the hands of our party, I just wanted to make sure we're all being on the up and up.
This is also not just a normal wraith anyway, but he doesn't have the ability
okay.
to end his turn in an object. Garad,
All right.
your turn.
So I'm gonna come back into the room. I don't think Garad's not smart enough to know that it hasn't ended its turn on anything, right? So I'm just gonna be really confused. I'm just gonna kind of like keep spinning around in circles, looking for it to pop up, waiting for it, like because I just don't know what's going on. But I have my defensive action ready to go to attack anything that comes into my melee range,
All right.
and then ends my turn. Sorry.
All right. Roland,
Is that a door?
that is a door.
I'd like to quickly inspect the
Good
center
eye, man.
and sort of just take a look at that door because that nobody's ever pointed anything out
It's
about it.
the only thing we
And
can't
right
see.
So you take a look at the door, and like most things in the room, it's been burnt. It appears to be in not very good condition. It doesn't look. It looks normal to you in terms of you don't see immediately any reason why you couldn't open it.
All right, I'd like to open it.
All right.
Great.
Just a minute.
Oh God.
All right. You open it, and you can see the black mist of the wraith standing there.
Ah!
Oops, wrong room. Sorry.
Hands down.
So it's not on the map. You said
Is
it
this
is in the
Spanish
room?
101?
Oh, you can't see it?
No, I imagine it's up here, where it's in the
It's
dark
right
a little bit.
here. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, it's
I
in the
can't
dark.
see
for
it
me.
either.
Oh, it's just the angle.
Yeah.
So I'll say you see a little bit of the tendrils.
So you turn your head slightly to the right.
I would like to. Oh no, I don't want to do that because I'm gonna keep. I'd like to leave. I think. Because if I'm in there with that fucking thing alone. I'd like to leave and head somewhere back like here.
God.
I'd like to back up and just kind of point out to everybody like that shit's in there.
Found it.
I'm not messing with that. I'll turn into a giant bear in there, and nobody will be able to get to the damn thing.
Nice job, heroes.
Yeah. That's
Well
amazing.
done, hero.
That's it for my turn.
Alright. Recto.
I'm gonna go into the room.
All right.
Alright. Here?
Yeah, right there. And I'm gonna do this.
Pew pew.
I'm gonna miss. But I'm gonna use my third key point to do it 2 more
Okay.
times.
That generates heat, right? It's
It is-
searing bolts,
It is radiant, which is different than fire.
but
Yeah.
it's searing. Its temperature should be hot.
And I missed 3 times.
The 15 hit doesn't
No.
it? Might have hit.
No, actually, so you hit. So the first radiant bolt hits it, and all of a sudden you see the.
No, it doesn't.
What? Oh, I mean, not the first one, the second one.
Don't tell him no.
Teacher.
Yeah, that was the first of the second set because we'd already said that he'd missed the first one.
We assumed
But
that the
it was-
1 did not hit.
Ah, okay.
So I meant the first of the
Gotcha.
actually both of the next 2 hit, but
Whoa.
the one that was 15, the flies into him, and all of a sudden you see, just like you've seen in the past, kind of the smoke dissipates into a circle in the middle of it, but around the edges of the circle, the black smoke starts to turn a bright white. But then you see the kind of the energy travel through the rest of the smoke as the smoke itself turns a brilliant glowing white, and then it's just gone. You
Yes.
see little white kind of ash fall to the ground.
Nice.
Whoa.
There's
Awesome.
There's that done then.
That was it.
Hey guys, got it. Took care of it. Did what Recto
That's
does.
That's called teamwork.
Clean up the wounded.
I let
That is
Steve
what
do the hard
Recto
work,
does.
and I just kind of come in and poke it.
It's a big nope for me.
Some teamwork, that is.
Okay.
All right.
And so
Steve
there's nothing
rejoins the group.
to grab where the thing. No, there's nothing
No,
to
it
perceive
was-
or inspect. It's just
It was incorporeal. It's
Okay.
It wasn't carrying anything with it.
all right.
Does anyone have detect magic?
Thank
I
you,
do.
Rector. I'm not sure I
Thank you.
could
guys.
have
Team effort. Team effort.
I have
I'm sure I
detect
could've-
magic.
withheld that
Maybe
before.
use it on the pipe.
Yeah, it is a ritual that I have no casting time. So yeah, I can do it right now.
So it'll take 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
That's fine. I think we could use a breather,
So can we?
especially using one.
Get-
So Steve,
Stuff.
are you coming into the room or?
Yeah, I'm rejoining the party.
Can we? Is there enough? Like, how much stuff is in this chest? Can we collect everything in it, or?
I mean, it's quite a bit. It's not a huge chest. It's probably about 2 feet wide and maybe 1 foot deep, but it's pretty loaded.
That's a
So
lot of metal.
if you split it up, you'd be able to carry the stuff out.
Cool.
It's just mostly coins and gold pieces and stuff.
Yeah, but quite a
How
lot.
many?
So it's 1,100 copper,
Jesus.
Oh, man.
160 silver,
Bunch of
25
pennies.
gold. You find 3 diamonds.
Whoa.
Diamond.
Guys, I will only take 3 diamonds. You guys can have like all the 500 copper pieces. I only want 3 things.
I'm sorry. How much silver and gold? I'm doing the accounting bit
Yeah.
right now.
So 1,100 copper,
yeah.
160 silver,
Okay.
25 gold.
Garad,
Okay.
that's not necessary. Garad, we'll let you have 10 things. You can have 10. You can have 10 copper.
10's more than 3, girl.
There you go, big guy.
And
Three.
3 diamonds and
Okay. And we're detecting magic on the pipe.
Okay, so about 10 minutes later, Zygmundo finishes casting a spell and does not find any trace of magic on the pipe.
Still want the pipe.
Is there anything in the room that would identify what that was that I have a guess as to what it was, but if there's anything that would confirm my guess, and I'll tell the party, I go, it's possible that was Mormesk.
So, roll a investigation check, Steve.
Okay.
Granny lies down.
The thunder is the sound of the waves.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I know. Just. Oh God.
Steve, you don't.
I don't see a damn thing.
Got
Got it. That's all right. I got my good roll when I needed it. So.
So what's the
Alright.
deal with this pipe?
Can you describe it again?
Please.
Sure. Yeah, it's so it's a wooden pipe, right? But it's really intricately carved. It looks very high quality, and it has platinum filigree embedded in it.
A smoking pipe.
Yeah, sorry, a smoking pipe. Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
I
Got
thought it
now.
was musical.
No.
I thought it was just like a pipe.
I immediately assumed that it was like a smoking pipe. I think
Cool.
it's my guess is that it was an object that the wraith was bound to, and that if we destroyed it, we would have destroyed the wraith instantly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's why I was saying destroy it.
It's
Granny,
a
you
nice
want to pack a
pipe, though.
bowl in that thing? That looks real nice.
It's an interesting thought, Nick. I didn't even.
Yeah. Granny starts cleaning it.
Hey, it's my pipe. I claimed it. I called dibs.
I'm actually not
claimed it.
entirely.
You ran away.
But if we destroy it now,
So-
then
I didn't
it's
even
going to
remember
lift
that
the
was
smell
me.
on everyone.
So Christy currently has it. So or Granny currently has it because she's
So I
the one
did-
that was holding it. Right?
I did give it to Zigmundo for him
Oh, you
to
did?
check it out for magic. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zigmundo
So,
currently has the pipe.
If he wants to keep it, he can.
I want it out of spite.
Are you gonna at least smoke out of that thing? It looks really nice.
Granny,
Yeah.
Granny quit smoking years ago anyway.
So,
She has straight injections now.
I'm going to assume that was life drain that was being used on me.
Puff,
You don't
puff,
know.
pass, Sigmundo. Puff, puff, pass.
Do we want a short rest, real quick? Like
I
spend a
could go
half
for a
hour
long
kind
rest.
of regrouping.
Takes 10 minutes for him.
So
to-
Troy, really, what I'm looking at here is I'm completely hosed with my hit points, right?
For the
Not looking
nonce.
so great for you. That's true.
I think we could do with a long rest if we can afford
I don't
one.
think.
We
don't think
long
we can.
rested
No,
not all
we're
that
not.
long ago.
As Troy has indicated, we're not really allowed to do that anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Well, it's got to
so-
be at a reasonable
At a
time
reasonable
frame.
interval, not
Yeah.
after
This is
every
probably
fight. Yeah.
like 11 a.m. right now. Like you
Yeah.
guys woke up, fought the flame skull pretty much immediately, so that was probably like 9 a.m. Like just getting to work,
Right.
right?
Just
Oh.
start the day.
You took a short rest, like maybe that took you an hour, so like 10 a.m. Met with the spectator. Like it's probably like not even lunchtime yet.
Yeah. I don't
It's been
suppose
3 hours since our last long rest, so it'd be weird to
I-
long rest again.
There's government work.
I don't suppose we got a level out of that.
No, we get them out
No.
of.
So
It's
so
not
what
that
I will
weird
say
when
is
you're-
like a short rest is a little different though. We can spend like 20 to 30 minutes kind of regrouping, healing our wounds, kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Short rest is
Yeah.
like if that's
I'm-
okay.
Long rest is like you're camping.
Yeah.
fine. Right.
But like this, we kind of sit down, like read.
And we have a special room we use for that.
Yeah,
Zig, do you think that breaking the pipe will lift the curse off you?
There we
There
go.
you
There's
go.
the pipe.
Perfect.
Nice.
Well, you got the prop and everything.
Let's say that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Except with
Perfect.
So this I got picked up in my worldly travels here.
That is cool.
Can we
But,
smoke out of it at least
got-
once before
Got a
we
wind
destroy it?
cap on it and
So
everything.
neat.
There you go. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's smoke it at least
All
once
right.
before.
So can we confirm we're short resting? Even like because he was doing his 10-minute spell thing and
Yeah,
Whatever.
we should definitely short rest.
Sure. Okay, so you guys do your short rest thing.
roll your hit dice, get your
Gonna
spells
throw some
back.
hit dice here.
Yeah,
Hope I
I
would
mean,
come up snake eyes.
I could regain one
Well,
hit
Snake
point
Eyes would be
before-
almost half your health
That's
back.
almost
So
No, I gained
you're back to 8
More of
health
those.
now. Congrats, buddy.
back to 8 health. Hooray.
Wow.
How do we clear that up?
I
You
don't
break
think
the
you
pipe.
can.
I'm asking, do you think that if you break the pipe that it'll lift the curse?
No.
So here's the other thought. What if we bring the pipe up to the Spectator?
Crud.
Yeah.
To let him know
As a-
that...
You might recognize
As a
it.
symbol that we are in league with Mormesk, possibly.
Or that
Where's
he
the
no
box?
longer needs to worry about or obey Mormesk.
Why do
that's
we
the
think
boss.
that was?
Because the thing's clearly been serving something that's down here forever. That thing looked like it was kind of in charge, and it was in the office.
Yeah, that's true. This doesn't look like an office, though. But who knows,
I mean,
right?
it might not have been, but I mean, it seems like it's something. It's worth seeing if it at least notices what the
So-
pipe is.
It's pretty hard to tell what this used to be because so much
Yeah.
of it is destroyed. Unlike
It's
so
been,
so
it's been yeah.
where the forge was in quite good condition. Old, but
Yeah.
in fact, this is burn marks everywhere and
Of course.
caved in ceiling. Like
It
So
might
they
be
could've
worth
desks and chairs and
somebody.
keys, you know?
Maybe we send Zigmundo in. It hasn't seen Zigmundo yet. Maybe it'll be friendly to him. Maybe it'll know what the pipe is.
Is there anything else in the chest that might indicate or go with this pipe to give us any kind of indication of why
Some
that
tobacco
thing
or other
was?
intoxicants.
And anything else of personal note to this wraith?
so, in the chest, you appear to have cleared out the chest.
Okay.
And how about around the bed that the chest was by? Because it was probably a foot chest for that
Can you
bed.
can you roll an investigation check?
Yeah,
Yes, I
let's...
can.
That's a good call.
Usually put your shit at the chest at the end of your bed.
It's true.
So underneath of the bed, it's interesting because the bed itself, you can barely tell that it was a bed. It's just the kind of burnt remains of a bed. So ignore the map; it doesn't look like that. It's kind of like
A frame.
if there's no mattress left. It's like a frame with missing half of the legs that were holding up, completely charred and burnt. And
Probably not
underneath of
resting
it, you find a scroll case that looks absolutely pristine. Like not
Wow.
a single burn mark on it, just completely clean.
I would like to pick it up.
All right.
Try to open it up and just get a quick glance at what it is, what language, that type of thing.
So when you open it up, it's actually a map.
Ooh.
And you can't tell. Well, actually, go ahead and just do a general intelligence roll, Roland.
Yeah.
That's an intelligence save. I'll go ahead and let you roll just the intelligence check.
Nice.
Mhm.
There you go.
Quite generous of you.
Thank you.
So when you look at it, you've never been there, so you're not sure exactly where it is. But you can tell just kind of like putting the context clues together, looking around it, that it appears to be a map of somewhere in a jungle.
Ooh.
Welcome to the jungle.
Well, without spending too much more time on it, I will roll it back up safely. Just let people know that I found it in case somebody else has any other inquiries about it. But say we'll have to take a closer
Does
look.
he tell us
I
that
don't
it
know.
looks like a jungle?
Yeah, just I'll let you know. I think I found a map of what looks to be a jungle.
Can I look at it and see if I recognize it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Is
care.
Roland letting you?
Yeah, I mean, I would. I'll share this.
All right. So go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Actually, let's hold on. Let me change that.
Oh, that's not
that's-
the right one.
Also, just saving throw is the wrong thing. But
It's about the same.
okay. Yeah, you do not recognize.
Okay. I thought it might have been something from... Anyway. Yeah,
Anybody smarter want to take a look at this?
Grod wants to look at it.
Anyone
Anybody
smarter?
smarter?
Pretty pictures.
All right, I guess then I'll roll it up, put it safe in my back, and
That is
we'll
interesting.
have to take a look at it.
Where's
Okay.
the nearest jungle to, like, Neverwinter?
So it could be
Trying
like
to remember.
Neverwinter Wood, maybe?
Jungle?
I was thinking it might be something having to do with Thunder Tree, but...
So Roland kind of can tell you that it doesn't look like a forest. It looks like a jungle.
Right,
He was able to distinguish that.
right.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like jungle. Where's the nearest jungle
Like,
to
jungle.
Neverwinter? Yeah, interesting.
I don't know. All right.
All right, guys. Where to?
So we've short rested.
It's another thread.
What's the plan?
I say we start going south a little bit just to see what's down there.
And there's nothing we can do about
Is it the moss?
the health points that everybody's lost and everything. Looks like south takes us right back to
Well,
that room with all the
There
crap
is
in it.
something we can do, but
Well, let's just clarify.
If memory serves, we should be pretty near where that mold was.
Well,
I got bad news, guys. We either walk through mold or we walk past the screaming green fire skull.
Well, hey guys, maybe we just set that mold on fire. Let's Stranger Things it.
What is the Stranger Things you speak of?
It's a warlock thing.
Okay.
All right, so are you heading south?
I
No.
would like to
Well-
not head south.
Send Handsy south.
I'm immune
Somebody-
to poison, so I could go
Hey,
in and light
yeah, that's fine.
fires if we.
That's cool. Yep.
Can somebody give Hansy a torch?
Sandy can see in the dark, can he?
Yeah, he can see. Yeah, he
Why
can
does
see
he need a
awesome
torch?
in the dark. To set the spores on fire. What was?
He did say that about 30 seconds ago.
I definitely did. But yeah. So
Remember when he said, "Let's Stranger Things it"? And I said, "What's Stranger Things?" And he said, "It's a warlock thing." And then
Thanks for that recap, Recto.
Go back and watch the stream.
Anybody want to give Hansy a torch?
Why does Sandy use the torch? Can he see in the dark?
Yeah,
I
we
think
have-
right now.
Hey, we have a new viewer.
What's the guy's
Hey,
name on
Captain
second
Dan.
base?
he just said that like 30 seconds ago.
All right, so what are we doing?
I don't have a torch to give you.
Remember when he said, "Let's Stranger Things it"?
Ah,
Why
Is anyone going to give Hansy a torch or no?
Why does Sandy
Recto.
need a torch?
I do
Recto,
not have
can I-
one lit.
Can I borrow your torch?
Sure. But give me money. No, I'm kidding. Here you go.
Give it to
All right.
Hansy. We light it up, and I'll send Hansy down to the outskirts of the mold and see if it catches fire.
All right, so you guys all head back out. Steve, you're down here. Hansy gets his torch.
I didn't say I was doing it. Okay, that's fine.
He flies down here. Hansy kind of flutters in, and as he flutters in, Steve, you can see through his eyes. You can see again that deep carpet of moss all through this large cavern. You can see the glowing kind of ends of this fungus with these kind of little, almost like little light bulbs, kind of glowing in along the carpet, along or the fungal carpet, as well as up the sides of the walls and along the pillars. Hansy takes the torch and places it down against the fungus, and it does start to burn. It does, blacken and burn, but it doesn't catch. It's quite moist. It's not gonna kind of go up.
Got it. All right, so bring the torch on back. Technically, guys, it looks like we could burn it, but it's gonna take forever. I think maybe if we really want to know what's down there, it's gonna have to be something that Roland does.
Well, didn't we explore the room
There's
and the only
nothing
way
up
out of
here.
it was going north out of there anyway?
Well,
They didn't
we-
come
we
through
don't
from the
really
west?
know about the eastern edge of it.
All right, let me just walk down in very
Yeah, let's
carefully
send-
because I don't want to stir too much in. And I'd like
Hansy
to go
will
about here.
fly over him.
Okay, so Roland, you walk down into the cavern, and as you start to step on kind of that fungal carpet, again you see spores kind of whoosh, whoosh, flying up into the air. You head deeper, more and more spores. It starts to get pretty thick, and you can kind of feel it almost become a little bit difficult to breathe as the air is just kind of sticking to your nostrils and your throat, but it doesn't appear to be making you sick.
Hansy will flap his wings around Roland's face to try to keep spores away from his general area.
Okay. Roland, where do you go?
I'd like to very carefully trace my steps back around and just to kind of maybe down right here just to see what's over on this side.
Okay.
Don't see what's
So
to the south
Hansy's
mostly.
staying in here with Roland.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, trying to stay off the large mat.
Flying around, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
How do we whisper each other?
/W.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So Roland, you make your way down. And you see more of the cavern, but you do not see any kind of exit other than the one to the southwest.
All right. I'd just like to trace back the team and be
We're
let
good.
them know
No
the
need to
lost
go there.
cause. There's nothing there.
All right. Okay. Well, looks like we're headed back to the green flaming skull of the
Well,
flame
the
skull.
other way through is through the room with all the water, because we never fully went north through there. I think
It
it
wasn't
was
a north, it was
Doomspark
just,
who went in, but he kind of turned back because he didn't want to go too far without the
like
group.
up here, right?
Yeah, like he made it kind of around to the west side of the water, but never beyond that.
I can go check it out.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go. Standard
I'm just
marching
gonna-
order.
Do we want to
Yeah.
stop by and try to talk to the Spectator on our way, or no?
Too soon.
Okay.
Too soon. Like I say though, he's never seen Zig.
Well, he also likes me.
Can we
so
take like
he
a quick
also-
bio real quick? Would that be okay?
Yeah, sure.
I need more booze.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mark Davis looks like he has autism.
Is that like your new way of saying he looks retarded?
I don't like that word.
We here at Sandlock Gaming are in full support of autism awareness and all the things that, all that. I just want to say that the views of those that are on Sandlock Gaming don't necessarily reflect the
Oh, we're
views of
taking a quick
Sandlock
bio?
Gaming
That's
in
fine.
any way,
We are
shape,
taking
or
a quick
form.
bio.
Okay, cool.
Right. Brought to you by Halcyon Distillers. Fine spirits for fine people.
Of course, the first week I benched T.Y. Hilton, he had 30 points. Lovely.
That's quite a lot of points.
It's quite a lot. And he's never been benched except for this week, and he just blew it right up. 175 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's hilarious. That's what happens, man. That's what happens.
Gosh, oh, it doesn't matter. My team is burnt.
If
It's
he had to
toast.
bench him, he wouldn't have got it. You know that, right?
Yeah,
works.
I know. It's the unique particle physics of fantasy football. Can be both good and terrible at the same time. Two coexisting states.
Is anyone that's back on? Did you guys see that Blizzard is making classic WoW servers now?
I
So
did.
what? They're like 8-bit.
No, it's just
Yeah.
vanilla WoW.
It's just vanilla, like pre-Burning Crusade WoW.
Ah, fun.
No,
You say that. You say that.
no. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't go back. I've got like my 4-year chip.
I lost my 4-year chip earlier this year.
Oh, buddy, it's tough. You can fall off the wagon every now and then. You'll do it.
Nick
That's-
on meth again?
That's what wagons are for.
All right, let's. Andy, are you back? You're on mute right now.
I'd also like to suggest we kind of know how to deal with that green flame skull. If we
Well-
wanted to fight it again.
We don't. I mean, we were able to overcome it, but it did have some kind of nasty spells.
Oh, we just need to spread out and not get fireballed.
Yes.
Okay, don't get fireballed, everyone.
Well, no, that's a good point. We need to
Good
fan out.
tactical
No,
advice.
you just
So only one
the
or two
tactical
of us can
advice
get
was
ahead of
fan
time,
out. You
yeah.
missed the beginning of it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So then only one or two of us will get taken down by it. My problem is I'm out of everything. I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I'm
Almost
pretty.
Okay,
Yeah, and you're kind of
You get
jacked
your
up
stuff
right
back
now
with
too.
a short rest. What are you talking about?
I'm not checked up.
You get your health, your regular life back. Your max HP goes back.
No, you get your spell slots back. A short rest.
Oh,
So
and I
you're
get
good to go.
I don't get my luck dice back though.
No.
Probably not. No.
No, that's a long rest. Okay.
We're just waiting for Andy to get back. Give him a
Um,
couple more minutes.
To your previous question, though, what is our objective in this dungeon?
Finding
Wasn't
his
there when it
garage or the dwarf's brothers.
Gundren's
presumably.
brothers, which we found one already. He was dead.
Oh,
And-
they're in here. Okay, cool.
Also,
For our own
we
purposes-
think the black spider is lingering around here somewhere.
And
Okay,
for-
so the Black Spider may have already found it.
Yeah.
What the Forge of Spell? No, we were already in there. It didn't look like he'd been in there.
But the dungeon, I mean.
Oh yeah, he's in here somewhere, and God
So
knows what he has with him.
he wants the Forge. So it's actually good
Right.
that we left the Spectator alive, I think.
Yeah, and that the doors are sealed.
Right.
We don't know that they're sealed. They just slam shut.
That's true.
You could just open them
I'll
back
take
up again, maybe. It's totally possible.
But yeah, like we definitely don't want him getting that.
All right, we'll give Andy one more minute.
If he's not here,
I'm here, sorry.
Okay.
We've explored a good amount of this. If he wasn't over there, then it's fair to say that if we're looking to find him, we need to move strongly westward.
Or north.
I don't know how much north there is.
Northwest, is that what
North
you mean?
and west. I mean, it could be, yeah.
All right, so you guys enter, and for some of you, I think this is the first time you've entered
Yes.
this room. And
This is nice.
it's enormous. So it's you've got a you're basically standing on a cliff's edge. 20 feet below you, you see the incoming waves coming from an enormous indoor sea. You can look out to your northeast, and it's water as far as you can see, and then it fades off into the blackness. You see no end to the sea. And every couple of minutes, boosh, big crash of the waves against that cliff's edge. Water flies up over the cliff's edge, gets you a little bit wet. Kind of like a ride, like you're standing by the log flume.
Like SeaWorld.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't see anything else in the room.
If it's okay, I'd like to wander down this little canal over here.
Okay, so let's see. We've got Recto is here. All right, so as you wander down, Recto, you see that it is a canal that leads. It's a dry canal, so you can just looking at the ground, you can see that it probably was wet once, but a long time ago. And as you kind of get to this point, you can see a little bit down here, and it looks like that's leading right into the room where the furnace is.
What is it blocked by?
It's not blocked by anything other than just some city map drawing.
Oh, okay. So that's a clear opening going into there.
That is a clear opening.
Okay. That's all.
Back up.
Back to the group.
Back up.
You can hear a faint chuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
Faint,
about right.
faint is what I like.
And that confirms your theory.
Yeah.
Solid.
I want to start moving to the northeast or to the northwest of that.
All right. So, Garad, you start to go up this, which I think
Why don't we?
I think Zig
Hey.
got up about this far before,
Hansy
or it was Steve maybe.
Let's follow him.
Hansy goes invisible.
I'm not following.
Hansy goes invisible again.
All right, Hansy's invisible.
Can we follow?
I'll follow Garad.
Yeah. All right. So,
I'm going to take point.
Granny is next.
I'm going to take point for this marching order.
Right.
Okay.
And for the purposes of scouting out this cave, maybe we just send this imp up there just to check it out. I'm really super worried about what's all in here. We don't have an amazing track record of bumbling into things.
I'm fine with sending Hansy.
If something's down the tunnel, maybe we can kite it back out here instead of facing it,
Okay.
flat-footed.
I mean, we have an invisible flying imp to scout things. Why would we not use it?
That's
Yeah.
what he's for.
Okay. So, Hansy heads up the tunnel.
Okay. So Hansy flies across the sea. He flies up into the
Show
tunnel.
off.
Hansy enjoys long walks on the beach.
The tunnel kind of snakes to the west, and then up to the north, and then back down to the southwest. Hansy continues flying.
Can
He
you just
flies-
show us?
Nope. If you want to see it, you can go yourself. Otherwise,
you
I'll
can walk
describe
your
it to you.
Technically,
so-
I am seeing it.
Yeah. So Steve. So if Hillers wants to see it, he can walk his ass up there. Steve sees through Hansy's eyes that this really, it's a really tight tunnel. It's quite narrow. The ceiling's very low. It's probably only maybe a 8-foot ceiling. So he's barely able to fly through it. Actually, he comes out the western side of the tunnel. There's a large ravine with a waterfall dropping down from a stream coming from the west down into a ravine that then flows up to the north and out to presumably to the sea underground. He sees some goblins and bugbears. It looks like, as far as Hansy can see, or as far as Steve can see through Hansy's eyes at least, that they're searching for something.
Okay, so I relay that information to the group and ask them if we'd like to draw the goblins and bugbears out to us, catch them one at a time coming out of this tunnel, or if we want to just leave it alone.
That was a very ominous
very
thunder
ominous.
crash when you asked that
Wasn't
question.
it?
I don't. Is there? I mean, I guess this is like D&D etiquette. Is there a way for, based on what Hansy can see, is there something that looks like it can be triggered as like a trap to like crush all the kobolds and goblins and whatever else is in there with like the water, or with something that we can trigger to like just get rid of them without having to fight them?
That would be super handy.
Is this what Garrod is asking Steve to check through Hansy?
Sure.
Yes.
And I say, well, that sounds like it would be more lucky than we usually experience, but sure, I'll check it out. So Hansy tries to investigate to see if there's any unusual features that might suggest something we could use to our advantage.
Ways that we can use that waterfall.
Yeah.
The waterfall is a natural waterfall. There's no
Okay.
kinds of equipment or anything else. Hansy doesn't currently see anything that would be helpful. He does notice that there's one of the goblins is up on the ledge with him, and then there's a number of them below in the ravine.
How far is the ledge above the ravine?
Probably about 15, 20 feet.
Okay.
Is there a way down?
I was gonna say if it was like 30 feet, I'd just kick him off it and run away.
Is there a way down, Steve?
Way down the ravine. Does Hansy see any convenient path of egress?
He does not.
Okay.
It looks like that goblin must have climbed up by hand.
For Recto, any amount of falling is basically a way down. But for the rest of us, we've already experienced that it can be tricky. So
I think they're trying to find the entrance.
Or one of the other
Ooh,
Roxy
the thunder.
no, they're looking for the forge.
Right.
Okay.
The spiders
this
use
is
hobgoblins
this-
before as minions, right?
this
So-
is the Spartans' army.
So it sounds like that waterfall might be the water source we would need to feed this
Fill
canal.
this room and
I
fill the
don't-
canal.
If we want to do that, I'm just saying like that's where this water in
Which-
here might have come from.
I assume it's the tide.
Yeah, but he hasn't described anything.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't know which
to
way
let
the
us
water
take-
goes.
Drastically increase the water flow, and we're in the water room. So
Okay. Yeah.
I
Who's,
assume when the tide comes in, it covers the water.
who's the stealthiest person? Like who? We need to get real eyes on that. Like I guess is the question, so that we as players can get an idea of what's out there.
I'm pretty stealthy. If
I
we
mean, I can
wanted
do
to.
it. I'm point, so I can
have a
go.
+4 to stealth.
My
So I did say it was quite narrow.
Okay, I
Right.
got something we can do.
Yeah,
would you
yeah.
hit him into a
Pass
mouse?
without trace.
Like if Hansy had a hard time.
It's really low. It's wide enough that any of you will be fine as long as you're not like. So Roland would have difficulty if he were to be a dire wolf,
But
but
if we had a Goliath or something.
I've
you,
got a-
you guys, you won't be able to be side by side. It will be single file, but you'll be fine.
So our
Single
other
file.
option is we go south and then west and then
Right.
work our way north.
Well, yeah, let's come in that room the other way, unless we
Wow.
want to try to drag that goblin back through the tunnel and just get the one anyway.
If
That's
we
what
want
we
to
do.
get into that tunnel, I can get us into that tunnel. If we want to get into those guys, I can get us in.
Yeah,
Right.
I have passed that trace. We can just all gather up.
you
get
can
in the
also
tunnel.
just turn into a rat and just like scout out the area, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. If we want to,
Hmm.
you
I
know,
think we want to get out there, ambush them, and wipe them out.
Why would we
So
not
we
get
wanna
the
find
one
a
that's
place.
on the ledge and just pull him and like kill him and draw him back?
Because
Well,
our
I'll tell-
experience with individual goblins is going to be that it's not going to know anything.
No, I'm just saying we kill him and take care of him, get him out of the equation. He might be the leader. That's why he's up on the ledge. Maybe then they try to climb the ledge and come through the tunnel after us one by one in a snaking order.
Although it also kind of tells them where the entrance is, though. We don't want them to know that.
Well, doesn't the guy on the ledge know that?
Or he will soon if he doesn't.
Right.
Up.
It wasn't clear to me that he'd found the entrance,
Okay.
Right.
but I could be wrong.
All right.
So Steve would know that the goblin is basically standing at the entrance to the tunnel that Hansy came out of, and it's very easy to see.
Does he look any more
Okay.
authoritative
Not a hidden tunnel.
or in charge than any of the other
Well,
goblins?
you can probably hear the waves too.
The goblin looks like a
What?
peon.
A peon. All right. Well, Hansy kicks him down the ledge and then hightails it back through the path.
So Hansy's going to attempt
Oh.
to kick it.
God, that's
All
what
right.
I said.
So
It's fine.
hold on. Let me.
If he doesn't, then he comes and chases us either way. It's fine.
So with
Okay.
Hansy's 6 strength, he fails to kick the goblin off the ledge,
Okay. Well, he hightails it out of there. Back
but it
down the
does make
tunnel.
him visible because it is an attack. And the goblin sees it and shouts for help. And
Okay.
Hansy flies back through the tunnel.
They're coming down the tunnel, guys.
I don't suppose Hansy got advantage of that check, did he, by any chance? On
Because
that
he was
attack?
invisible. Yeah.
It would not have mattered.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Well, he does have a very low
It's
strength.
got
Get
about
ready
a
to
negative
get
6
ready to-
strength modifier. So
Get ready to crush him one at a time through this tunnel. This will be easy. This will be easy picking.
we said we followed Garrod up to where he was. Can we?
yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I
you
guess-
want to pick your marching order now? Is it normal marching order or different?
I would think we'd be in the normal one, except Garrod said he wanted to run point. So
All right,
That's
so
fine.
we'll do Garrod, then Roland.
He can do one smash, one smash, one smash. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Should we just line up in front of the opening?
Sure.
Melee
Yeah.
fighters in front.
Do like a semicircle around the opening here, and
yeah,
we'll
'cause
just
we can kind of form up in formation here, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
we'll just
exactly.
smush them as they come in.
About how many did we see? Did Hansy see?
Hansy saw several,
Okay.
but he didn't take the time to count.
Now, how far? How far away is this? How long is it going to take?
Well, so
We'll wait a minute and
it's
see
about-
what
it's
comes
there.
through.
Right, so this is the ravine is somewhere around there.
Okay,
He
so
would
by the
know
time
this,
they
but
line
the
up,
rest of you don't.
and we can hear them like amassing and like charging, right?
Is there a
You
certain?
you do not hear that. No.
Okay, but we know that they're coming up.
I
So
tell
I'm
you
gonna
they're
do-
coming.
What I'm going to do is I am going to, while we're waiting, I'm going to move up a little bit, and I'm going to take one of my pittons, lock it in the ground.
Hmm.
I'm going to take 2 pittons. I'm going to make a trip rope, basically. I'm going to make a tripwire. So that way, if the goblins come running through, they're going to trip and fall, and then we can just we can get advantage.
Smush their head.
That's awesome.
That's a good idea.
Good idea.
Clever.
Okay.
Okay. Do I just do that? Can I just do that?
You do it. So there is a trip
And it's
rope,
gonna cross.
and what does the trip rope do?
Trips.
I mean, the idea would be that when the goblins come running through, that what we'll do is I'll stand right here and kind of be baiting them.
Okay.
To get
So
them to come
it's
charging.
just a rope across like ankle height.
Yes. Is there anything else I can kind of like? Is there like any dust or anything that I can put?
I'm asking you what you do. So
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then if there's any like dust or anything that I can use to kind of help camouflage it a little bit more.
all right. So we'll say like right around the A, there is a trip rope.
Okay.
Actually, you can't see it. Hold on, let me.
Don't overthink it.
What does it
It's just
do?
a
Don't
trip rope.
overthink it. Also, should we be in some kind of formation to where, like, people aren't in the way of casters giving cover, and like, there's a certain way we can make this work?
Sure, Granny will stand.
Yeah, right there, because I
Right,
want to give enough runway for them to come running through.
Yeah, we should probably keep Zigmundo in the back just to be safe.
Why don't we just position ourselves where we want to be?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that for whatever it's worth, that Recto and Granny should be in the northeast corner-ish, and we need to have, or Zigmundo and Granny need to be in the northeast, and that Roland should be to the south of them, just to kind of help form a little barrier around them, because they're super squishy now.
You call it squishy.
I will protect.
I feel
them.
fine.
I can protect the back line pretty well.
Yeah, I'll hold the front line and you hold the back line this time.
I've never felt better.
There we go.
And anybody that I can actually contact, I will be throwing back down the tunnel too. So keep that in mind.
Flying V.
We're assuming they actually come down the tunnel, also. By the
Well, yeah. Well, so let's wait and see. We'll give it a minute.
We're gonna stand here.
way. Yeah.
All right. So you stand there for a while,
Hold.
and
Hold.
you don't hear anything.
Okay,
All right. Well,
I'll start moving up then. Carefully crossing over the tripwire so that I don't trip on it.
Steve, why don't you go Eldritch Blast that thing off that ledge?
That'd be pretty rad.
I like it. If no one is opposed, I'll try to stealth my way up there.
That works.
Do you have any touch attacks?
Yep. Chill touch.
Handsy could do those for you.
He could do them for me.
Cool.
But
you already know that.
I'd like to keep him alive.
No, that's fair. Right, he has one hit point.
Yeah.
All right, so Steve, can you roll dexterity?
Okay.
Oh, the trip
Just
wire.
not the save, just the.
No, the dexterity saving throw, actually, yeah. All right, so Steve, as Steve passes by the tripwire, it grabs his foot and he just face plants
Ow!
right onto the stone floor.
Who put that there?
Steve, you take 1 point of damage.
God!
Just annoying.
I scraped my knee.
Does a giant tongueless beast come running over and start licking him now that he's on the floor out of nowhere?
All right.
Okay. I still would like to stealth my way up the tunnel.
All right, and did you roll your stealth?
I did not.
Okay, roll your stealth.
Delightful.
All right. Hold on, you rolled 2, actually.
By accident.
I will take the first one, which is good for you.
Thank you.
All right. So
what creep?
So you make your way up through, and can everybody else see what he's seeing?
Yes, now we can.
Okay. So you make your way to the tunnel entrance, and go ahead and you see what you already saw through Hansy's eyes. You see the tunnel open up a little bit and then drop off into a ravine. But the goblin that was previously there is no longer present, and it looks like some of the forces have amassed on the other side of the ravine. You see some goblins, you see some bugbears, and you also see.
So wish I had a fireball.
You see what looks like the doppelganger that you fought previously back at your Cragmaw Castle.
Oh, that enrages me. I apply the hex to that thing and bolt it.
Wait, didn't we kill that guy?
We absolutely did.
They're tricky, man. They're
It's his twin brother.
It could be another one.
Could be another
Don't
one.
care. Super angry.
Also, could be the black spider.
Shapeshifters do all look alike.
All right, so you apply the hex to it, and you're going to try and Eldritch Bolt it. So I guess it's time for.
No,
Go
he's
ahead.
the only one there.
Well,
He's
this is
the
a
only
surprise
one
attack. For
Yep.
me, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So go ahead and.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hold up. Da-da. Click. I'm clicking myself. I'm not seeing my little life pop up, but I've got
Choose
the
the
thing.
arrow,
You have the wrong tool.
not the ruler.
I'm on the arrow.
Ooh, they got some high initiative.
Yeah, I don't know why it's right. I'm getting like edit token box.
All right, what are you trying to do?
Click myself so I can. There it is.
Hmm.
Got it. Finally. All right. What is wrong with my mouse? Why is it not clicking? Okay. Come on. Good initiative. Nice.
Well, your Eldritch Bolt is your first one, though, right? Like that's your first action.
Yeah, it's going to go immediately.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
So that because he was stealthed well is going to be a surprise attack.
So I have advantage.
Yep, sure. All right. So the Eldritch Bolt.
I don't know
flies
why
through
it's
the air.
doing two. I'm only clicking one.
Oh yeah, so we'll use the first one. That's fine. It's going to hit because you have advantage. So it's going to fly through the air. It slams into the doppelganger, and you see kind of its body deform a little bit as it gets thrown back. Presumably, you want to throw it back.
Yeah.
And it takes quite a bit of damage.
And I say, "Suck it, doppelganger, bitches!" And then I run back down through the tunnel.
All right. Okay.
Well,
Being
make it
careful,
actually-
being careful to avoid the tripwire.
So how far do you get from there? You show me.
About 30 feet.
Okay. Let me get the ruler out. Like here, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and it is now your turn, Steve.
Okay. I will move back to the group. And back to where I was gonna be. Over one north of that, please. And then let them know there's a bunch of monsters down there. I saw that doppelganger. I shot that thing in the face, and then I booked it out of there.
The doppelganger.
Yeah, I thought we killed it. Maybe there's more than one. I don't know, but I
Fairly
hate
certain
those
we did
things.
as well.
I hate those things. Might not be the same one, but just on general principle, it's now kind of busted.
I suppose the spider might have more than one working for him.
Yeah, I don't care for him, so don't trust anything that you see. If somebody's hostage, let's just shoot him this time.
Okay. Are we still
All
in
right, Steve,
combat?
is that the end of your turn?
And that's the end of my turn. I'll take a ready action to shoot the first thing that that manages to be in my line of sight. But other than that,
All right, Granny.
Granny is going to raid an action to hit anything that comes within melee range.
Are you guys all just waiting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is everybody?
Yeah, nobody's running
we got
up there.
we got this tripwire here.
Okay.
That's going to get
you
him
guys wait, and nothing comes.
All right.
I guess they're too smart for us.
I guess they don't want to come down our little trap tunnel.
Perhaps
or
they don't
something.
want to scale a cliff and come down a really tight choke point to come attack us.
Right. Like, fair.
Weird.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Seemed like a good plan.
I mean, if you want, I can go try to shoot him some more, but I'm afraid of getting a crossbolt in the face. If
Shall we go south and deal with this flaming skull again?
Yes, that's exactly what we should do.
Yeah.
I don't
All
know.
right. There's not a great deal of options remain to us unless we want to go talk to that spectator. Unless we want to talk to that spectator.
Yeah.
We could at
Just-
least warn the spectator that the spider might come try and steal the forge.
We could.
Whoever talks to him, take the pipe with him.
And hide Steve.
Yes.
I'm not gonna go in.
Steve's
me
not
and
going.
me and that thing have a complicated.
We have
history.
some damage control to do before you go in there, Steve.
Too soon.
I mean, my vote is that we just go fight the skull. That's my vote.
I think I'm good with that.
Skull again.
I
Yeah.
would really like to get our way out of this cave and possibly go level up somewhere else.
Stop. Let's just go fight the skull.
Well, yeah, we have to go past the skull.
Yeah, we've
but-
got to go. Yeah. Well, I
I
guess
don't know.
we could go through the spores, but that would probably kill us too. So
Yeah.
at least we can
I
I
fight
got no
the
problem with
skull.
that.
We could still set a trap.
You have no problem with us dying by spores?
Well, I'm gonna fancy right through.
Like, we could still, like, wait for them to find their way in, make them fight the skull.
I mean, they're going to come running around one way or the other if they know we're here. If they can't make it up that ravine, they're going to come after us around the other way.
I think it'll be interesting to see what happens if we manage to cram that skull into the furnace.
I'm kind
Just
of
for what it's
interested in
worth,
trying
if
that.
we have anything ranged, those guys all have to scale a wall to get to us. They're easy pickings up there.
Right.
You just blast them, and if they start coming up, you just smack them back down. Just that we have a very good position of opportunity against
It's true.
them.
All right, let's head up into the cave then. And,
I'm putting that out there. It's going to be.
No,
tough
I
to
mean,
get to the
it's a
skull, so
position
we
of
gotta go-
advantage. It takes us to a new place.
The skull,
I'm-
we have to kind of go up and down over this little ravine, and
Yeah. And then they could be on the other side of it by the time we get there. We don't know.
I just want them to have to fight the skull, not us. Like, make it
Okay,
their
what if we did pass without trace to get by the skull?
Mhm.
Aggroed
do
them
that.
back into the skull's room. Something like that.
And then just ran through it.
Yeah. I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're going to want to come eventually, so we could just wait until they do.
Well,
Yeah, but we don't know
Set
what
up
else.
an ambush.
We don't know what else is behind them either. I mean, we got to assume there's a whole set of 4 black spiders there. I'd rather not let them gather in mass if we've got them on their heels.
We can at least take a few pot shots to a party up here. Let's do that. I like rolling.
Okay.
Man.
All right. Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
sounds good. Let's head up the cave. If they won't come to us, they deserve to get blasted from on high.
And I
You want your
I can't
pigeons
really get
back?
hit by range stuff, so I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just throw it right back at
I
him.
do.
You should go first.
All right, so you guys are going back up.
Yes.
Okay, and what normal marching order?
Let's put Recto in front.
I'm going to be in the back, please.
Okay. So Recto, you're going first.
Unless somebody else strongly wants to, I will, sure.
Go for it.
He's best equipped for range defense.
And then normal.
I'll go behind Recto too, because if we get out there, we're gonna want to start shooting right away.
Okay. So we'll put Recto there. We'll put Steve here. We'll have Hansi down below you. Then we'll do Roland. Then
Who
Garad.
has ranged attacks? Because that's the other
Wait,
thing.
wait. I would like to try something here.
Because
What
not
I'd
everybody
like to
can fit on
discuss-
this ledge.
I'd like to discuss it with the team.
4 of us can.
So Zig, we'll do that in a minute. But so Recto, as you come around the corner, some arrows fly from the far edge in your direction.
Fairly
they're gonna get us-
predictable.
They are going to get a surprise attack round because they were prepared and ready for all of you. So,
We didn't even bother stealthing or anything.
so Recto, the first one is a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna use it to deflect.
Yeah. So it reduces damage by 14.
Okay, so that's 0. The
You can
next
catch
one
it.
is also a 23 to hit. Amazingly.
That's going to hit.
Yep. And so that is 6 damage.
Okay.
Another one's 20 to hit for 3 damage.
Okay.
This was a great plan.
Yeah.
Come get Recto pin cushioned.
It's falling
I
apart
thought
in execution.
I thought
That
you
was
could do that every time. Sorry.
Yeah, only
my
one
bad.
reaction.
It's okay. It's fine.
It's okay. He's okay.
That's it.
All right.
Okay, and so I think Zig wanted to say something to you guys from yelling from back in the tunnel.
Oh no, too late. Just gonna.
Oh, he was
keep
going
going
to
forward.
have a surprise thing.
I was gonna recommend maybe somebody tries to sneak on around somewhere else, but we're
Flank.
You'd have to get past the skull, though. I wouldn't want to send anyone solo against the
Yeah.
skull.
well. I'm pretty much a kamikaze at this point, unless we get a long rest and we can figure out what's going on.
That's true.
We're gonna look out for you. We're gonna try to keep you up.
Oh man. Time's not to roll a natural 20. Stupid initiative. I wasted it.
I'm rolling. Hang on.
I had all I could ask for in terms of crit rolls tonight already. I can't expect another one like that. I fucking ripped into that thing back there. I was like, oh god, it's so much damage. I can't wait till I can do 2 of those per turn.
Alright.
That's gonna be
So-
bonkers.
Granny, it is your turn.
Yeah, usually I'm, let's see. There's not a lot that she can do, except, soak damage at this point. So...
So maybe you can fit like up here.
Right. Actually, yes, that's what she'll do. She'll, she's gonna try and hide.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, usually I'm better prepared. But I've never attempted that before.
And Granny, I think you have the boots, right?
She does have the
Yep.
boots. Oh, I've got the boots! Thanks, Troy. Oh, shit.
Well done. Well done.
How wide is this? 25. The boots triple my jump speed up to 24. So, how deep's that ravine?
I think you could make it.
YOLO.
Oh, that's 20 feet deep.
Yeah. Okay, that's not so bad. That's fine then. Okay.
But I think
let's
edge to edge
see.
there, I think you can make the.
Okay, so
20%.
she's going to use the dash action and just try and leap over.
All right.
Land there.
What?
That's pretty money. Those boots are no
There's
joke.
so
Money.
many things over there.
Cash money.
And I think that you can just make that leap because that's just your part of your normal thing. Well, here, let's go ahead and add a little bit of this. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom, you did it. You stuck that landing.
She's
3-point superhero landing on the other side.
surprise.
Steve claps.
Okay. That's her turn.
Okay.
And she's probably gonna die now, but that was worth it.
Nope.
So worth it.
Steve will move up to the edge of the ravine on my side, so 10 feet, not.
Mm-hmm.
And regular Eldritch Bolt. I'm going to leave the hex on the doppelganger for now, and I'm just going to regular Eldritch Bolt the goblin in front of Granny.
Okay.
So the water's going.
Oh,
north.
and I've hexed intelligence against that.
Okay. So you do not hit.
Okay, that ends my turn.
Sorry, guys.
Rod.
This wasn't the plan.
Well, it's a goblin. You're going to wreck it, and you'll have artillery support.
Well, it's
Here.
3
So-
goblins,
I
2
forgot
hobgoblins,
to have
and a
Steve roll
doppelganger.
dexterity when we pass the tripwire again.
I was watching for it.
Yeah, luckily Steve showed us.
That's funny.
All right, Garad.
Okay, so I can only
It would've
jump
had to been
17 feet. Is that what it is?
Does anybody remember how far somebody
You
can
can jump your strength number as long as you have a 10-foot running start.
Yeah.
Which you could get.
Yeah, but I
These are
can't jump 30
these are
feet.
10-foot These are 10-foot cubes. You don't have 30 strength? Better climb down, man.
Sorry.
Hit the gym.
Yeah, no kidding. And how far is it? How deep is it?
20 feet.
Can I slide down the ravine?
You can try.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just slide down.
All right, go ahead and roll acrobatics.
Oh god, this is gonna be devastating. Could you just see how this is gonna play out? Oh, I failed.
It's gonna be great.
Ow! Oh! Ow! Oh! Ow!
Oh, geez.
All right. So you start the slide, but then something snags a little bit of your pack, and it just causes you to start to tumble. And you tumble down to the bottom, and land. You don't take any damage, but you are prone.
Your belt catches, and you're now hanging on the side of the ravine.
And
Can I use my action to get up?
Hey,
Yeah.
you guys!
Okay. Can I guess that a reaction?
no, because
Okay, that was
you
my action.
can, but your reaction can't use an action. So
Oh, okay, that's what it. That makes perfect sense. And then that ends my turn.
Okay.
But I'm up. I'm standing on my feet now.
Yep.
But I get up and I dust myself off and I make myself look like I meant to do that.
Totally planned it.
Crushed it.
All right. So you see the doppelganger yell a command to one of the bugbears. He yells, "Go and find the artifact. Nesnar will be displeased if these intruders get it before us."
I bet we've already got it, guys.
It's the pipe.
Zig should not have the pipe.
There are
Spoiler
so
No,
alert.
many
he should.
goblins.
He's the furthest back away from this stuff.
It's the well. It's the well, y'all. It's not the pipe. It's
So
the
it
well.
stays there. And see, so bugbear turn. So you see the one that he was talking to, this bugbear, here to the north, starts to head this way.
Sweet.
So
Have fun with the flame skull, jerk.
there. This one though makes his way over here, and
Uh-oh.
Yep. he pulls a javelin out from his pack. He's gonna toss it at Garad.
He's gonna toss it.
He's gonna throw it. He's gonna chuck it.
Underhand.
Yeah, catch.
I will
Toss.
easily
Use the
catch it.
toss.
You have to be pretty clumsy to not be able to get out of the way of something like that.
It's a 20 AC.
It hits.
Damn.
Wow.
Javelin sounds like it's gonna hurt.
+1 shield and all.
And it's gonna do 8 damage to you.
Oh.
Good God.
Dagger.
Well, at least you're not capped out at 8 damage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
That's like two
So-
Zigmundos right now.
Is the javelin sticking into my armor?
Good question. So yeah, it's stuck into your side. Yeah.
Pull it out and throw it back.
So it's currently stuck there.
That's awesome.
All right.
you should. That would be hard as nails.
All right. This bugbear down here in the bottom. You see him. So this bugbear here yells at him to hurry up. We've got to find the artifact. This bugbear, you see him grab onto a rope that lets him lower himself down here, and he heads a little bit further south here. And that's it for the bugbears. All right, Zigmundo.
Yay.
What's the range on your spells there? Is it like 100 feet?
It's like 120.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but the thing is that I end up with all you guys in the way. Like people like this dude right here get like cover,
yeah.
you know. And with that javelin occurrence, I'm not really keen.
Just do what you can. Just do what you can.
Because I can't
Disconnect.
use a deflection to reach up and catch it. So look, all right. What was my move there? 25 feet? Sure, fine. I will go right in front of Hansy, to the west of Hansy, por favor. Why the fuck not?
All right.
Be
All
brave.
right. There's
Oh, we
number
never had
one.
Hansy do anything on my turn. Damn, I forgot.
He's done enough.
Number 2.
You shit on him?
Yeah. Who does number 2 work for? Let's see here. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good too. Cool. This is what's happening.
Here we go.
This spot right there.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast sleep on.
Jeff.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Solid, yeah.
These are in fact non-dead creatures, right?
They're among
they
the
are
living.
alive.
Good, good, good.
They're not undead.
For the minute. For the minute, they're alive.
All right, let's see if this is gonna work. I don't. Macro, don't fail me now.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. 22. Okay.
So here's the copy pasta from sleep, just for everyone.
Yeah. What order do you want to go in?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to default to you. It's been a hot minute since I've remembered.
Get the bugbear first.
So it's basically a pool of HP that you can apply. So if it's so you can apply it to each one to determine who goes to sleep, and then and then whatever rolls over goes to. So like if
Right.
there was 3 that had 30 HP and or three that had 10 HP each, and you rolled a 30, then you'd be able to put all 3 to sleep, right? But if you rolled a 28, you'd only be able to put 2 of them to sleep, or actually you'd be able to put all 3 to sleep in that case. But
Okay, so do you want me to roll first?
oh
or-
wait, hold on. Sorry, it says starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points.
Right.
Okay, got it. All right. So this guy is going to go to sleep.
Wait, I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you
was
did
my
22.
roll. That was my roll. I'm sorry. You're right.
So let's see. We'll say he's asleep. He's going to be asleep as well.
Nice.
Yes.
And then
Troller.
Well done.
sorry. And where did you? Can you show me where you?
Yes.
I
I did it right here so that I could get basically all of the ones that we can currently see in that cluster.
Okay. And so then this one's going to go to sleep as well. The one by Granny.
But
Nice.
not the bugbear. Yeah. Still very good.
Hold on. Let me check one more thing.
Granny thinks it fainted from fear.
Legit assumption.
Okay.
And I
That's
do
it.
believe
Yep.
because I only moved 25 feet that I will be retreating to the north of Hansy.
All right. Okay.
That's
Smart.
not my turn.
Good
All right.
move.
Roland.
turn.
Solid turn, man.
All right, I would like to move to right here as I transform into a giant spider and hang from the ceiling.
Yes.
Freaky.
All right.
Which would put
So
me
you're up
right
on the
about,
ceiling.
Yeah, right about here at 30. 30.
We're just gonna park you up here while I
That's fine.
pull in
When
your
you're
alter ego.
dancing on the ceiling.
Thank you, Hillers, for the always.
Always better in
I
song.
should be
Sure.
right about there.
I'm like driving to work going, Panama.
And then from here, I would like to web him.
Okay.
And let me just bring up that character sheet real quick.
You know,
Damn.
after last week, I actually had
Roll or
titanium stuck
not.
in my head.
That's easy.
Attack plus 5. Okay, so
Dude, that
D12
sleep was
plus.
clutch.
5.
And that's against AC.
That's against AC, I believe.
It does not hit.
Okay, yeah. That's it for me then. Oh no, it's restrained target can make a DC 12 strength check. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Right, but it's
if
still a
they're-
ranged
If they're
attack.
restrained. If they're
Yeah.
restrained. Gotcha. Alright, that's it for me. Didn't work.
All right.
Recto?
I have no idea.
Maybe you should punch things.
From across a ravine? Yeah, that's a great idea.
You love to jump down stuff. That's your favorite thing to do.
Well, it is, but there's so much stuff.
Jump and swing off one of Roland's legs into the other one.
Oh,
That's
that sounds really cool.
I'll let you try it.
See?
Acrobatic.
But I'm not gonna do that.
Oh,
Oh.
you're gonna run away?
Well, because he could fall about 50 feet
Yeah,
and it
that's-
do nothing
How
at all
high
to
is
him.
he up on the ceiling?
So he's probably about 40 feet up from the bottom of the ravine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Fair enough. Monks are wise.
Do I have any
Yeah, you
leftover
can't jump
webbing
forward.
just sort of dangling
You
anywhere?
mispronounced wusses.
What are you 5 foot tall? You can't jump 40 feet. Straight up. You're not the JJ Watt of half elf.
Well,
or whatever
it's
you
20
are.
feet up from where Meryl is right now.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, well, it's totally doable then.
So I'm gonna jump down the ledge.
You don't have to follow me across.
I'm not
So
following
you're here?
across.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna jump down just north of Garad, actually. Sorry.
Okay. Yep.
That's my... How much movement is that? Sorry. Math is hard. That's 15, so I have 30 left.
Well, I think you also take some for some. It costs some movement to go down, to jump down.
It does?
Pretty sure, right?
If you're climbing, then yes. If you just fall, no.
I
Oh,
just
you're
did
just-
like a superhero fall.
Yeah, he's just falling. It should be actually
Still
easier.
takes time.
Because I got that. So...
Okay. So, but you've used your reaction
Oh,
now.
neat.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, well, I said I did it, so I have. That's a good call.
All right, so you did the total superhero, like you just like ran off the edge and just dropped, just
Yeah.
boosh,
Look really
Cracked.
cool.
cracked
And so-
the rock at the bottom.
I'm gonna
Did you
roll-
jump your full jump distance when you did that?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll down to here, and I'm gonna sunbolt this the goblin, not the hobgoblin, but the goblin to the south.
This one, okay.
Yeah.
When did this group get so leapy?
It's in the name of the boots that I wear.
All right, so you fling your sunbolt at it, and it hits it right in the neck, and like light just shines out the back of his neck, and then boosh, kind of explodes out, and his head falls off.
Wow. 7 damage. Whoa. All right.
Steve
Goblins.
jumps.
Yeah. I miss goblins. All right, and then yeah, and then I'm gonna use a key point and
Okay.
fire 2 more times at the hobgoblin. Wait.
Okay.
Let me make sure I can first with the range.
The bugbear.
The
The
one
bugbear, whatever it is.
the
yeah,
one that's
bugbear.
doing its best to kill himself without your help.
How's he trying to kill himself?
by headed into every other enemy in the dungeon by himself.
Well, there's a cliff there. I'm not sure how he's going to do that, but okay. I'm going to sunbolt
What's the
him
cavern?
twice.
That hits.
And then to make sure he's dead.
That hits.
No, that might not kill a bugbear.
Does not, but it does blam, blam, hit him on either side and kind of shakes him around a little bit. He turns around and kind of roars at you, and you see like drool dripping out from his fangs.
I wink at him, and my turn's done.
All right.
Then I'm down to 3 keep 'em.
Okay. And let's see here. Let me look at this sleep spell real quick. Do they get a saving throw?
I think so.
They're permanently comatose.
I think it's like a minute, or until like they take damage or
Yeah,
something.
the duration of the spell, or until they take damage or awaken.
Oh, you can read the thing, yeah.
Okay. So then the goblins have no turn. Granny.
Sweet. The bugbear. Bugbear's going on their own initiative. Okay. She's going to. She can't get past that guy.
Yeah, last 1 minute. Yeah.
Can you just slit its throat?
She'll step and stab the bugbear.
Okay.
Stab. Nope.
That is not going to hit.
Probably not gonna hit. And she. Fine. The rest of them around to the back of him.
Thank
So
you.
you're breaking
Thank
up
you.
a little bit there, so I didn't hear that.
He's just
Sorry,
saying he
she-
moved out of the
Yeah,
way.
I just moved to
Okay.
the other side of the bugbear, and
Got
she's going to yell, "Ganger, you're too late. We already found the artifact."
Nice. Piss
Alright.
him off.
He has it. Point to Zygmundo.
All right, thanks for the deception roll there.
No worries, and that's her turn.
It might not be the deception. I don't know. It's possible that we do have it. We've got something artifacty.
I say we destroyed it.
All right, I'm gonna
Shut up.
take another pot shot at the doppelganger there, and I'm gonna have Hamzy help me.
Where's the doppelganger?
Right
He's
on
over
upstairs
here.
to the west.
Well within the range of my Eldritch Blast.
Okay. All right. Yep.
I swear I'm only clicking it once. I don't know what's going on here.
It only did it
Yeah,
once.
it's doing it.
Oh, all right. Is 14 sufficient?
It is not.
Crud.
All right.
Well, I'm done.
Okay.
It can't all be winter sillers. It's all right.
I just, I feel like I had a couple more. This thing would be dead, or at least like very upset.
We're doing
You're
pretty
odd.
good here.
Okay. I'm going to move. So as I'm going to start moving a little bit.
I love the little sniper's nest up here, though. This is awesome.
I'm going to start running this direction. And as I'm running, I'm going to pull out the javelin that's in my side. So I'll sheath talon for a second, pull out that javelin, and I'm going to hurl it at this bugbear. Is that what it is? A bugbear?
That is a bugbear.
Right, and I could-
that
I've
javelin
already-
is 30 feet, so you're not quite close enough.
Okay, can I move a little bit? Is it at 120 feet? What is the? It's
A javelin
3120.
is not. A javelin is
3060, isn't it? That's what I.
it is. It's
Yeah.
3120. Yeah.
Right. So it'd be disadvantage if you're throwing it at longer.
Okay, so
Long
if it's. So I want to move 5 feet closer, so I'm not throwing a disadvantage.
Well, it's up to you, but
Yes, I do. I don't want to be throwing a disadvantage, so yes, I'll move 5 feet closer.
okay. And for all the steps that you're taking in this water, it's difficult terrain, so it's costing you
I'm-
to move.
Not in the water. There's plenty of spots to.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I'm not telling you how. I'm not telling you what
Yeah.
I'm doing. I mean, I'm asking, but there's plenty of. I'm in the
Yeah.
water because of the size, not because I'm in the water.
Okay. All right. So you move there. Okay.
Okay.
You can move one further up
Okay.
if you want. All right, and go ahead and do a d20 plus dexterity.
Okay. Why am I doing that?
That's your attack
Oh, javelin.
roll for your
All
javelin.
right. Why don't I just roll I already added it to my inventory.
Whoa.
Oh, I see.
Why do you get +5?
Dex.
And you're. Oh no, hold on. This is using strength.
Yeah.
Are you sure that that's
Oh.
correct?
You know what? You're probably right. It's +1, so it's -4 to that.
Then
Unless
it
you
would
just
not
want me
hit.
to.
Do thrown
That's
weapons? Are thrown weapons not based on?
I think they're dexterity, right?
No, I'm sure.
Actually, that's a
Nick
good question.
probably
All right, let's
dragged
look it up.
Someone got the handbook.
Well, it's just
I'm
because
sure he dragged it.
I
into
mean,
the action.
you could tell me it's dexterity, and I would think that that's right.
We'll look it up. It's fine. It's
yeah. Well, it's a problem for Granny because she's really shitty with it.
Javelin is a melee thrown piercing weapon. 1d6, weight 2. I'm not seeing where it says.
okay. If the weapon is a melee weapon, which a javelin is, by the way,
It is.
Yes.
you use the same ability modifier for that attack roll and damage roll that you would use for a melee attack with the weapon.
Okay.
So it is
Strength.
strength.
Right. So it is +5.
And actually, in this case, javelins are not finesse weapons. So yes, they are strength.
Bless you.
Right.
Good. All right. So it is. So it's exactly what you rolled
You
there.
heard that?
I saw it.
Oh.
All right.
Muted.
Sorry.
So it lands. It kind of goes through him and takes a chunk of his arm out and then embeds into the wall behind him.
Thanks.
Nice.
That's a pretty metal attack there, Garad.
Yeah.
That was. I'm just
And that is
picturing
my
it. That looked so
And
awesome.
then if I can still do that, then I'll take Talon. Then I'll redraw Talon. If I can do that as a bonus action.
Sure.
That was very Thor Ragnarok-y.
And then that ends my turn.
No spoilers. I haven't seen it
Come from the land of the ice and snow.
It
It's
was
awesome.
awesome. It's really good. It's a
I've seen the
really
trailer.
fun movie.
yet. All right.
I hate Thor, and I thought that movie was incredible.
Everybody hates
Now
it.
I'm gonna have to see it.
All right.
Oh,
So
I think
the
movies are good.
doppelganger retreats.
Damn it!
Maybe it thinks so. Maybe it bought my story. It's going back to tell the spider that there is no artifact and it can just give up.
Mm-hmm.
It knows I'm gonna keep shooting it in the face. That's why.
I don't want to hear about what you want to do today.
Hold on a second.
Now that song stuck in my head.
All right. So this bugbear right here.
Did he go to market?
Oh, got you.
Circle around. And attack Granny.
Mhm.
So he pulls out his Morning Star.
dot dot dot.
Oy.
Oh, and he tries to swing it, but he completely misses and just bam right down into the ground. Not even close.
Finally. Little roll luck.
She is still on 15 hit points. Could've
This
been bad.
so this bugbear, as it heard you yell that you have the artifact, it stops
so that
the
we-
direction.
I said we destroyed it. We found it and
Oh, you
destroyed it.
I missed that part. So
Sorry.
it stops going the direction that it was going, and it heads up your direction as well.
Well, yeah.
It's gonna swing. It also you're just dancing right out of the way. It's kind of slamming
Yes.
down, just missing
Attacking like a
everything.
champ.
Bullet time for Granny.
She's very small.
Well, after
This-
leaping after the crevasse and then dodging everything, it is pretty little matrix.
This bugbear makes it up goes back up the rope, makes it to about there. Sigmundo.
I thought he was impaled in the rocks.
No, it took a
No,
chunk of his
the
arm
javelin
out.
Oh, okay.
Then javelins in the rocks, but not
Did that make it harder for him to climb that rope?
maybe a little bit.
Gonna move to the edge of the cliff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much a straight line shot.
Yeah,
And
get that sucker.
What is Roland doing back there?
that's
Hanging.
so-
It's not me.
Oh, Oh, you're the spider. My bad.
Yeah, he's a spider.
Why are we not fighting the spider, guys?
Roland, taking a nap back in the tunnel.
Garrod screams, I found a black spider. It's on the ceiling.
Give me 1 second here.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna use Firebolt on him.
All right.
Nope.
Does not hit, so it goes wide, hits the cavern wall. Roland.
And then I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick roll to see if I recharge my web. I do not. Then what I would like to do is 15, 20, 25. I'd like to come over to this guy and basically go right on top of him and then transform into a giant bear and fall on him.
Okay.
That's so awesome.
I'm
What
so
is the-
being a bard.
What is the weight of a giant bear minus plus 20 feet of fall?
We can calculate that. What kind of bear can you turn into?
A giant one.
Polar.
What's the breed?
Panda.
Let's say.
No, I am a brown bear.
All right, 20-foot fall.
Yep.
Let's say because you're giant, you actually clock in at the
I'm not.
weight
I am
1,300 pounds.
I
Yeah.
calculate 1,000 damage. Is that
All
a
right.
kill?
It's a kill strike.
As the spider drops down from above and transforms into a bear as it falls, the goblin rolls, the goblin is pushed out of the way by the weight of the bear, which does wake it up, but it does fall down prone, and it takes some damage.
How much?
Some.
Should be all of it. Some.
No.
An amount.
Wasn't it prone already?
No, it was asleep, but that doesn't make them prone, I don't think.
They sleep on their feet.
I thought.
Does it say that they fall down
I
prone?
thought sleep meant prone.
No, it does not.
Not necessarily, I guess, actually. I mean, I
No,
can
they're,
sleep
they're
standing
asleep
up.
on their feet. Yeah.
I basically assume that they're asleep on their feet unless it says something
It's really interesting.
to the contrary.
I've always
Right,
assumed that they...
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a swing then at.
Because, I mean, prone's a condition, so if it doesn't say...
It's a magical sleep, so why
Yeah.
not?
Right.
Yeah, interesting.
Unconscious. Sleep means they're unconscious.
I mean, think about like an Assassin's Creed or whatever. If you hit somebody with a sleeping dart, they just stay there.
So
standing
starting
up.
with the creature that has the
Let's
lowest
get some
current
Z's
hit
above their
points, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends.
Unconscious, I think, does make you prone.
Does it?
The sleeper
I'll
takes
look it up
damage
for
if
you.
someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper.
I think it's DM's discretion.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but that's what Roll20
Well,
says.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I think everything in this game is
Yeah.
DM's discretion.
Absolutely.
Unconscious.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it does fall prone. They all do fall prone.
So they gotta get up.
Yeah.
Yep. So go ahead and mark
Just
all
for
the
those
rest of
physics
prone.
nerds, you hit with an impact of equivalent to 7,000 pounds.
Jesus.
All right, so we'll just say this thing died.
That's
You hit on it, you crushed it.
that's
It's dead.
nutballs.
If you're unconscious, you can't make a dex save or anything either. So,
Yep.
like, you automatically fail. So,
Yep.
Yeah, you squish that thing into a pink paste that you now have to wipe out of your fur with however many.
Is that
Charmin
gonna be? Are you
Ultras.
gonna count that as my action?
Doesn't shifting count as an action?
It is my bonus action.
Is your bonus action? Then
As
then
in
no,
move
that's
or
not
do-
your action.
okay.
He's,
so
he's
freaking
super
awesome.
I'm gonna attack up here.
What?
And I'm gonna get my bite,
That's pretty great.
which I can pick either one of those damage rolls if it hits. So I'll pick the 7.
So I assume the 7.
Yep, that was
pick 6.
bite.
Just because.
And then this
All right.
one does not have. I get the 2 hits. This one does not have the. This one takes
Wow.
force damage.
Wow.
All right. Both
What
of
an
those hit.
what an entrance.
So 7 and 15.
Druids, man.
Druids.
All right.
The cavalry, the bear cavalry is
Dude.
alright.
You got anything else, or is that it?
That's it. That's me.
Use your bonus action to use a roll of Sherman Ultra. Wipe the pink paste off your bear ass. It was, used to be that goblin.
Whoa.
By the way, this portion of the session brought to you by Wolfram Alpha.
Dude, that catch was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Meryl, Recto is up.
Oh, well, I don't want to follow that.
No, you really don't. You're gonna look pretty sad just punching away at me.
Yeah.
You have to follow someone pulling a javelin out of their side and turning into a bear.
Yeah. All right. How tall is this cliff?
20 feet.
What are the climbing rules? How does that work? How do I get
Up
up the
three.
cliff?
Use the rope that the thing took.
What rope?
Uh,
Oh, is that rope still there?
Didn't say he took it away.
all right, so climbing.
No.
Hmm?
Nothing. Proceed.
So when climbing or swimming, each foot of movement costs 1 extra feet, so it's basically double your movement.
All right. So it's 15 to there, which means I still have 30 left, which means I have 15 left, which means I can get to. Can I get to there?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get to there, and I'm gonna punch him.
All right.
Is my stone fist still activated?
When did you activate it before?
We have taken a short rest. And
Then I don't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. Okay.
Fine.
That'll do it. So you just punch him and break his back. Just feel the vertebrae kind of just get disintegrate under the weight of your fist. As it falls to the ground dead.
You do your recto thing and clean up the wound.
That's what I do. Just coming for the kills, man. All right, that's all I can do. I'm done.
All right. Nothing for the goblins. Granny.
She got a stab.
Stab what?
She'll stab the already injured
Mhm.
hobgoblin.
Yep.
Try and kill still.
Does not connect.
That's her turn.
Steve.
Hey guys, are we kill stealing? Are we kill stealing now? I'm down, and I'll have Hansy help me. Regular Eldritch Bolt, the wounded. What's it?
Okay.
It's called concentrated fire.
Yeah, man. Focus fire. Burn those things down. One less thing to chop at us.
All right, go ahead and roll your. It does not hit.
Ah! Even with the help, that's the worst. Even 15 doesn't hit it?
Nope.
Dang it!
They ain't goblins.
Dang it!
All done?
Yeah, I haven't got anything else.
All right,
I
Garad.
I
Alright,
basically
I guess
just
we're-
do the one thing.
Okay, so that's. I'm gonna work on climbing out of this ravine and get to the top with where Recto is. So that's
Okay. So it's 20 feet of extra movement. So it's basically 40 feet of movement
Kenyon
to
Drake
get out of the ravine.
It's 40 feet.
Yep.
Okay, so
So if
that'll be
you're
my
standing
dash
at the
action.
base, it would cost. Yeah.
So that's my bit. Okay, then so be it. And I'll do that and get out to the top.
And where are you going on the top?
I guess I'll still have. You could move. You double your movement with, or not double your movement, but it's another 30 feet.
Yep. So you.
So it's 30.
so
then I can-
You've
oh.
basically got 10 movement from the top of the ravine. If you were to go up here.
Thank you. Then that's fine. Yeah, then I will stand. Yeah, that's actually right here is good. That's,
There?
Yep, that's exactly where I want to be, and then that ends my turn.
Okay. All right. So this bugbear below Granny is going to shake awake the goblin to his left.
Oh no! That's so smart.
And he is freaked out by the bear, and he's gonna take a swing at the bear.
But isn't he getting? Doesn't he have to get up? first?
Doesn't have to get up.
Yeah, but that's just
No,
movement.
not the goblin. The hobgoblin.
I gotcha.
Or I mean, I'm sorry, the bugbear.
Yeah.
Kind of just free action shook
Just kicks
awake his friend.
Yep.
Swung and did hit the bear, and did 21 damage.
What? Oh my god! I'm so glad it was.
Okay. I gotta double check with his.
Oh man.
You're currently
She
at
would be-
34.
The bear
Ow.
only has 73 hit points left.
The bear lost a lot. Here, I'll update
Right.
it for you, Andy.
Like, it's a decent chunk, but
Yeah, it's easy for us to forget that these things are actually not pushovers just because we usually
Okay.
snipe them in the eye
right.
and kill them.
Thank you.
Okay. This other bugbear swings at Granny again.
Good.
This one does hit for 12 damage.
Okay, 12 I can do. Barely.
Whoa.
She's
Why
still
don't
up.
you come down to my level 1-8?
And that'll be it. Zigmundo.
Yay! Our hero. All right, I'm gonna party. Well, let's just hope this ends up working. I'm gonna be using Scorching Ray, which hang on here. Let's see, what level am I using it at? Nope, that doesn't get to qualify. So I get to hurl 3 rays of fire at targets within range, which is 120 feet. And then I make a ranged attack for 2d6.
All right.
So,
Here.
Get towards Cooper.
Let's roll it. See what you got.
Scorching Ray. That's number 1.
Okay.
That's number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I like number 1 much better.
Mhm.
And that's number 3. All right, so in order, and
Yep.
I'm not making this up, we're going the one south of Granny and then moving clockwise.
Okay. So the first one does hit and just completely demolishes that bugbear as this kind of spray of light hits it, and all of a sudden you see his body start to sparkle and turn different colors and then disintegrate, and kind of this light and different colors of like this rainbow spectrum just poosh, flies off to the west.
Legit.
And that thing is gone. The other 2 do not hit.
All right, well, that's my turn.
Worth it.
I am going to. Do I want to heal or? I think we're gonna be. Let's just make it through this. All right, I'm gonna attack here. And I
right.
will take.
And I think that you
claw.
get there's something special you get here because that creature is prone.
I get advantage, correct?
I think you might get more than that. Let's see. Prone, yeah, yeah, you get advantage.
Okay. I will take my savage attacker on the bear claw. So that'll be 11.
All right,
Damn.
that'll kill it. It's dead.
And then this
So-
is the second one is first.
You just your
So it
claw
doesn't
just
matter.
goes scrapes across it and just cuts the goblin into 4 pieces.
Jesus.
Ick.
And
You are
that's
going to
it
be
for me.
just covered in gross shit.
And
Rub
so
and check.
what did you use the? Well, there's nothing for you to use the bite against actually.
No, there's nothing for me to use a bite. That's it
I
for
suppose
me.
you have reach, do you?
It does
Large creature.
5-foot reach.
Actually,
Yeah,
so you
so
could
you
actually. I'm sorry. You could actually move up because those things are dead now. We can just move them out of the way for you. You can move up 1 if you want. The bite.
Or you could just
yeah.
squish their corpses.
I will do that. Do you want me to re-roll the bite?
No,
Well,
fine,
it's also got 5-foot reach, so it can hit from there anyway.
Yeah.
it couldn't have hit from where. Oh no, 5-foot reach is normal. That's 5 foot is like
Oh,
right next to you.
I beg your pardon.
So
Sure.
I'm happy to use the one you already have.
Okay.
So you bite into his arm and he wails in pain. He's not feeling too good.
That's the end of my turn.
Recto.
Yay! Yeah, how do I get there? I can stand on dead things, right?
Yeah.
All right. I would like to stand
It's
on.
good.
But it's icky.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just gonna remove the dead things.
I'm gonna move there and punch that last thing.
Okie doke. Let's see it. That does connect. So you jam your fist right into his gut, and you can feel ribs cracking underneath, and like a little bit of a squish, then a pop.
And then I'll unarmed strike him as well. Kick him in the jimmy. This is my move.
All right, and it connects, and he didn't like that. It hurts to be kicked in the jimmy.
Nobody likes that.
Doesn't care for it.
Oh. I fight dirty, so it's fine.
All right,
I'm done.
We know.
no goblin turn here,
I'm not a
so
proud
Granny's
We
Granny's turn.
Stab.
All right,
Yes.
finally connects.
Finally. It's not a lot of
And-
damage, but I'll take it.
So you're able. So as the bugbear is kind of bent over in pain after getting kicked in the jimmy, it roars back up, it kind of lifts back up, only to see the point of your rapier go right between his eyes, and
Yes.
sticks right back out the back of his skull, and he is dead.
And that's that.
And that is sort of that. You've got one more
Teamwork.
goblin on the field who is asleep.
Let me see if I can,
Can I
mop this.
eat him?
If I can mop this up.
So you can kind of decide what to do there.
I want to eat him.
I mean, we could let
Where'd the
it.
initiative thing go?
That's it. We're not.
We're out. You're out of combat basically.
If we want him dead, he
Hillers,
dies.
that doesn't connect. Your
A
Eldritch.
21?
We're out of combat.
Oh, you rolled them. You roll it twice. I'm sorry.
For whatever reason, when I click it once, it's doing it twice tonight. I don't.
Okay, so it did connect, and you destroyed the goblin.
His mouse buttons are sticky. He,
It's gone.
Goes to shitty websites.
So Granny starts pulling out some rope to tie the goblin up and turns around and sees
and it's
mirror
a
across the
penis.
wall.
I got it, Granny. I got it.
Good work, Steve.
So, architectural point of note, guys. If we were to somehow block up the flow of water from this waterfall, it would eventually fill this up and start filling that canal again. It looks like,
It looks like it needs to go across here.
Yeah.
you know. So if we were to block it here,
Can I go check that canal over there real quick?
you see what I'm saying? If we were to block this,
Sure,
Then
Recto.
it's
Show
a
me where
lake.
you're going, Recto.
I'd like to get up here.
All right.
So you think this
So you
fills with
make
water?
your way over there, and you see it looks very familiar to you again because it looks like a canal, very similar to the canal you were standing in not too long ago. You can kind of discern that it leads back into the room with the furnace.
Can I kind of just peek around the corner?
Sure.
All
if
right.
we're
Cool.
if we're
All right,
if
I
we
move
re-
back.
You hear a cackling a little bit louder than
It's
before.
gonna haunt my dreams. That cackle.
Stupid skull.
I mean, it would take some work, but if we were to fill this, block this, and have it fill up into sort of a lake, dam it up, then
From an
that
elevation.
canal is function again.
From an elevation
What does that do
standpoint,
for us? That doesn't. We don't know
That's
what
the
that
question,
does.
right? Like, why would?
I'm just saying.
From an elevation,
That was a just point of interest.
from an elevation standpoint, are either of these lower or higher? Is one side higher? Side?
Sorry. Can you ping where you're talking about?
Oh, sure. Is the east side or the west side lower than the other?
No, they're both about 20 feet off of the ravine floor. Although this is higher over here, right? So you can see some stairs going up in either case.
I don't know if
Having
damming
said
it
that,
up's gonna
guys,
work.
we don't
That's a lot of
necessarily-
water.
Damming. It's
That's a 20. That's at least a 20-foot wall.
No, I didn't think we should do it. I'm just saying that should we clear this place of enemies, maybe Gundren and his company or whatever could bring
Yeah.
this back to working order.
Yeah, make it work
Okay.
again.
Yeah, I mean, at one
Let's
point
get out
that
alive
was
first.
how this place worked, right? At some
Right.
point in the past.
Right. I assume this chasm wasn't.
I think it's better to try to get out alive first.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm always looking to the real estate empire that we're
Sure.
building.
No,
I'm pretty,
Exactly.
I'm pretty jacked about it.
Yeah, we're entrepreneurs. I mean, we've got businesses we have to take care of. So
Keep an eye on the prize, so to
Yeah.
speak.
So I'm gonna
Uh,
splash some water. I'm gonna splash some water onto my wound where the javelin was, and then I'm gonna walk down here and check out the staircase over here.
The pretty gnarly javelin wound you got there. Oh boy.
Whoa.
Yep.
That is ballsy.
Okay. So Garad, you head down that direction. You see a staircase leading up to the west, down a hallway. This is once again a non-natural part of the cavern. So this is very clearly where they've crafted this tunnel. And you can see that it heads to the west, but you can also see it takes a turn back down to the south.
Okay.
How can I get across this ravine? Inquiring Zigmundos needs to know.
You can just climb if you're willing to take your time.
If I can do it slowly without risk of injury, yes. Otherwise, I have a...
He's only got 4 health, so...
As long as you're not like if you're not as long as you're climbing up and down like the dry parts, that not where the waterfall is, if you take your time you can do it.
Okay, great. I would like to get over next to Garad. Is that cool?
Yes.
Maintain 3 points of contact.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, I'd like to get back.
I'm gonna
over
wait.
there, too.
I'm gonna wait for the party before I start going any further.
Okay.
And I'd like to both take my time and have Hansy help me down the.
All right. So are you heading across or just down?
Headed to down next to Granny. Is my end state, and I'll use the rope if I have to. Yeah,
You got there. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I suppose we should... I mean, we know this way's out. Dungeon.
No, we don't know that. We know that there are enemies over there as far as I'm concerned. That's where the other one ran to. And he might not have been escaping the dungeon, he might have been going back to his friends. So I think
That's
we should
fair.
be...
Okay, let's not
the
make
Black
assumptions.
Spider is in here somewhere, and I think he's probably working for him, so...
Okay, let's not make assumptions. Fair enough.
So,
But, Hansy goes invisible again.
Okay.
Can we maybe leave Hansy here to keep an eye on this exit to make sure that they don't come back?
Well, let's just fly him up there and see what's up. We'll see what's up there.
Okay.
So Hansy flies as quietly as possible up the staircase. What does he see on the other side?
So Hansy goes up one set of staircases, around a corner. There's another staircase. It leads up to a door to his north, and then the hallway extends to the west into a very large room.
What's in the room?
the Black
Not in there
Spider.
yet. So there's a door to his north, and there's a open alcove into a large room to his west.
Okay, well, let's check out the room.
To the west?
Yeah.
Okay. So Hansy flies into the and this is an enormous room. It's from Steve. What you can tell, it's a temple. Actually, can you roll religion, Steve? Do you even have? Do you have any proficiency in religion?
Probably not. I'm pretty no.
Evil.
Okay.
Almost certainly no. But you know, I'm not exactly a holy dude, so probably not. Let's see. Religion. Where even is that? Yeah, it's a -1.
Yeah, you can't tell what it is, but you can tell that. So there are 6 large pillars in this temple-like space, and at the far northern end of the room there is a large statue of some sort of dwarf. It looks like some sort of altar, and below that altar you see a drow elf, a dark elf, surrounded by 2 bugbear companions.
It's him.
And the doppelganger, and you see the doppelganger talking to him. You're too far away; you can't quite hear what he's saying. And then you see the doppelganger transform, and it now looks like a bugbear.
Okay. So I'll recall Hansy, let the group know what I've seen, and we can start planning our approach.
All right, and so that's probably a good place to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. We're not going to get too much done in 12 minutes.
Before I forget, can you pop me back to human? And I'm going to use a healing spell on Granny before I forget.
Yep.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
We gotta figure out how to get rid of these life drains. before we go to that fight, I think.
We're gonna have to probably either get the fudge out of this cave or some
How
really
did I know?
amazing heal magic.
Is that the 5 or the 11? 11, cool. Thanks, man.
What?
All right.
Yes, nearly full. Nearly up to my full 15 hit points.
Yeah, we got to figure out what the deal with that is.
Three bugbears. Well, 2 bugbears. Sort of busted up doppelganger, but a drows I think are nasty, right?
Well,
Like
they're just a kind of elf. But, but
a
he's
particularly
boss.
martial type.
Yeah.
You know.
Typically they're bad news, yeah, but I don't like to attack, like,
But at least we